Yeehaw, everybody. Man, I can't believe everybody what's already waiting in here. Y'all, I see Chewy, Chubbs, Pepin Creek Buddy, Color Guppies, Fish On, Adele, appreciate you. Griffin, man, I know Griffin's coming for work. I appreciate it. Geek, appreciate you. Color Guppies, I think I said. My fish tanks aquatics, y'all. T-Bone Fishes, appreciate you, T-Bone. Furlough, y'all. Furlough Aquatics, man. He's hurting in his ribs. I don't think he's going to be able to. Well, made a liar out of me. Never mind. He's hurting in his ribs, though. He's coming in the game hurt tonight, y'all. Alan Matthews, buddy. John Larson. Let's see. There's little Miss Muffet. John Larson. The Carver family. Mr. Manifesto, y'all. One of my newest members. If I miss anybody, I apologize. I'm trying not to. My other newest member, y'all, Tank Top Tropics. No, that's one of my new members too, but I got one other new one. Let's see, man, I hope I don't miss nobody. I know Will Mike's Aquatics, buddy, Alan Matthews. Cooper Aquatics, y'all. Appreciate all of you. You get Furlough up here for you. Ain't just night. Hey,
yeah, I figured I'd come hang out with you till you get some other people up here.
Yeah, I was just telling everybody you wasn't going to make it.
I'm laying in bed right now, so.
I know how it is, but like I say, I know if you're hurt, man, I know what it feels like. Chalupa. Rico, buddy.
I took a shower and then that sneeze I've been fighting off for 5 days finally came to a head. So yeah, game over.
Yeah, you even sound different in your voice, man.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, you got to take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
But I understand, man. I know it ain't much you can do for it. John McIntyre. I appreciate everybody in here. 19 people in the room already, y'all.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was worried about not having nobody. I don't think Kenny's going to be able to make it tonight.
What's he selling cars?
Yeah, he had some late appointments, and he's got something to do with the fish club, and so. But like I say, you got to make the money while you can and everything.
Oh yeah.
Somebody called, a couple called late, wanting an appointment this evening, but you got to do it while you can. Did you get your truck fixed?
Not the GMC, but I did get the tires put on the other one.
Got your tires on?
Yep.
Well, that's good.
I got the number to the adjuster that's dealing with my truck while it's being fixed. I'm going to call him tomorrow, see what the status is on it. So,
y'all, if a lot of you haven't noticed, I've still been working on my room, half music room, half fish room. It's coming along. So, getting there.
Yeah, Mike, that information would have been useful to me like Friday before I did that.
Oh yeah.
A little late on the throw there, Mike.
I was hoping Kenny would go live at his club. Yeah, he said they Sunday. I think he said they did. It was over $2,000 in their sales and stuff, so they had a good day and everything. I don't think John, I don't think the strip clubs allow that.
I'm going to try to go to work tomorrow. If I can't make it through a full day, I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow, see if they can't at least give me like a wrap or some kind of strong painkiller or something.
I imagine a wrap would at least help out, keep it from moving around and everything.
Yeah.
Rico. Rico had a great stream going night. Had Alex up there.
Yeah.
Rico, I think you are correct.
Say leave it to Rico to bring up strip clubs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play something for Rico. This is just for you, Rico. I hope it's the frog, Mr. Festo.
That ain't the frog.
Tank Top, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going? Pretty good.
Yeah, it's going good. It's going real good now. I'm seeing all these people in here. Appreciate you coming up. Oh, wait. I was saving that for Peplin, but Rico talking about his clubs. I had to throw it on Rico. Oh, wait.
What up, Peplin?
Adele, Allen, awesome having y'all. That's a good looking tank there, Tank Top.
Thank you. My little 10-gallon community.
It's a 10-gallon?
Yes.
Were those dwarf Grammies you had in there?
Two dwarf Grammies.
The fire dwarf Grammies or whatever they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought so. Those are pretty.
I'm still debating whether to put me a 20 long in this empty spot here or bring my half black pastels in here and putting them there. I don't know yet.
Nothing wrong with getting a new tank, Terry.
I know. It's just more money, then you got to figure out what you want to do. And it would look good there, and especially I've been talking to Peplin about, well, I've lost for a lot. Been talking to Peplin about getting some catfish. I hope he didn't sneeze. Man, I know how those hurt ribs are. You hit the duck?
Yeah, that's the problem with being on your phone is all the buttons are close together.
Oh, I know, man.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Like the catfish ideal, John. JS, working and working.
Working and working.
What kind of
There's
catfish
my
you thinking?
newest member, y'all, a Blue Cat T's Fish Tank. Appreciate you coming in. T and Manifesto, my newest two members, y'all. Appreciate you coming in, T's. Chubbs, Mr. Chubbs, great having you. Y'all, 23 people in the room. I appreciate the likes or just hitting the buttons, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
3G, great having you.
What up, Chubbs?
But yeah, I wouldn't fool around with it, Eric. I'd go to the doctor and maybe they could give you a wrap or something for it. Y'all, the music ain't too loud, is it?
Nope.
No, it's good.
What's up, 3G?
Mr. Petlin. But anybody else, y'all? We got plenty of room up here if anybody wants to come up. I'd love to sit back and drink coffee and let y'all take over. And we'd see if we couldn't get Furlough laughing good and watch the show. You're a Mr. Chubbs.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm over here, like, trying not to cry a little bit on the inside because I sneezed.
Boy, I tell you, man, I won't never forget those feelings, and I hope I don't never feel it again.
What's
Chubbs,
up,
buddy.
Catfish?
Great
Hello.
having you, buddy.
Thanks, Top.
What's up,
Everybody in
Chubbs?
chat. Oh,
It was like somebody lit off a stick of dynamite in my chest when I sneezed.
Man, you think about these people who had car wrecks and stuff and break several ribs and stuff, man. I
man, that's the
feel
worst
for 'em.
thing. No, ain't nothing worse than a broken rib except for maybe like a earache or a toothache.
Oh, yeah, toothaches, man.
This guy with his,
I've
look at
had
this
dry
guy with his
sausage.
cigar.
Yeah.
He's a cocky one, ain't he? I bet you he's from Boston.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. How we do it on the coast. Hashtag salt life.
Boy, y'all wouldn't make it in the South.
Not at all.
They'd find you running around in the woods in your whitey tighties. There's Kitty Collie there, but I appreciate you coming in, Butcher. I didn't know it. He had his stream. I thought your game was going on tonight, but it was an earlier game.
Yeah, the Celtics play,
It's the
they
manifesto.
play at 10 p.m. tonight, and that just doesn't work for me because that means they're getting over it.
Smoking that cigar. His baseball team won today.
They wound up winning.
Yeah, what do you say the score was, Butcher?
They came back at 142. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Although me and Furlough were hitting home runs in the stream that weren't exactly having to do with baseball.
Yeah.
The manifesto said it's a little too chilled in here without Beantown yelling in traffic. You need to drive around the block, buddy.
Oh, I already my blood pressure already stays elevated from like 7 in the morning till like 4 in the afternoon. So this is my chill time.
Dave Farrell. I picture Butcher in his sleep like these dogs you see dreaming him jerking it. He hollers at traffic so much in the mornings. Y'all ain't never got to see it, man. You need to come in the morning stream, just listen to Butcher.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
So, Chubb, you got anything new on your end?
Not lately. I got a bullhead catfish in my tank. I don't think you saw that, huh?
No.
Yeah, I got a little bullhead. See if I can turn this thing around. Oh, froze up on me. I'll be right back.
Gotta love technology.
Oh yeah, cooperates with you all the time.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yo, Butcher and his cigar. Can't you just picture him when the Patriots used to win?
Normally I would have a Scotch, but since we're where in a car, I can't be drinking and driving, so I'll have to just settle for the cigar.
You ain't been to Starbucks, have you?
That's for the morning. That's for the mornings. That little morning pick me up.
That cigar looks a foot long.
Oh no, that ain't too bad.
I don't know why, but man, I've been craving a cigar, and I ain't smoked in several years now.
Oh, you come up to Boston, I'll hook you up. I got Nicaraguans, I got Cubans. Oh yeah.
You got some Cubans?
Oh yeah.
You know they do have a mailbox.
What do you?
Yep. Red Bull head.
What do you think I do when we go to like Mexico and all that? Oh yeah. I ain't stupid.
Think that's neat, Chuck.
Right in the catfish.
Yep.
Right in the carry-on bag. Right in the carry-on bag and right on the plane.
Yeah, shoot you, man.
With this big boy.
You got him in with a bass, huh?
Yep. And the bluegill. In the middle of building a big pond right now.
Good
Big
deal.
pond. It'll be just about 3 foot tall. So, yep.
Nice.
Awesome.
About 500 gallons. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's about the only thing I got going on.
That's good, man. I like that.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty cool.
B&D Crafts in here. Appreciate you, buddy. Al Wetsock. If I miss anybody, I apologize, y'all. 26 people in the room. I was worried about anybody being in here. I don't know. Some reason today I just had a bad feeling it was going to be a good day. I looked at the date. It was the 13th. I was thinking, oh, no.
Yeah, but it ain't Friday the 13th, though.
Yeah. 13th don't go with me, period.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I get those feelings too sometimes.
But I appreciate everybody. Really appreciate Butcher because I figured he'd be streaming. I seen Carver was in a stream of the coach in one of their what is it, Halo or something they're in?
Oh, Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Tell him he's got to get back on the Braves. He's got to do some baseball.
He said he was going to do one the other day, and something came up. They was early games or something, I think.
Yeah.
He needs to get in there.
A lot of these games are like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's like 1 o'clock for you guys. So that's like that probably doesn't work for him. He's probably
No, it don't with him being in school and stuff.
yeah.
Yep. But
The I've been lucky because I start like super early in the morning, so I'm done. By the time the Sox, I might miss the first inning, but maybe the first inning or 2 at the most. But like they're like 2 o'clock game. Like they're weird starts. They're early starts, which that's usually not the case. Usually they're playing every game at 7:05.
Yeah.
right.
But I'm not complaining that the 2 o'clock ones actually work better for me because then I get the whole night off.
Oh, no doubt, man.
And at 5 o'clock, 5:30, you're done. Call it a day. You get the whole night off. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's good. Chubb, y'all had a great stream last night. You and Jess.
That was a good one.
And I know Rico had a good one here just shortly ago.
Yeah, with Alex. That's pretty good.
We had Catfish. I'll tell you this: we had a lot of the Fish fam in there for the Red Sox game.
Hey, I've been noticing that when I come by, you're getting a lot of the Fish family in there.
I know. I was like, hey, there's like a good half dozen of you guys up in here.
That's good.
Huh?
Mama Gamer. Appreciate Mama Gamer coming in.
Wait, Mama Gamer's here?
Yeah.
Mama Gamer's here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, right here. Oh, Yep. Oh,
Go ahead, stick a mod on you, boy.
with love from Boston.
Mr. Fulton. Mr. Fulton, where was you at this morning?
Huh?
I didn't see
Where
you this
was I
morning.
at this morning?
He didn't pop in this morning, did he?
He must have slept in.
No, I fall asleep.
Oh,
Overslept.
yeah, I didn't. I got off my stream. I got thinking, dang, I didn't see Mr. Fulton this morning.
So Hemi, what do you think of my new coat?
It's deaf. People.
It ain't got no horseshoe on it, does it?
Nope.
I like it then.
Thank you.
Needs a Flying Elvis logo on it to look better.
Yeah.
It would look better.
I
if it
did
had-
have a new video out today. You might want to check that out.
I'll check it out, buddy.
It would look
Yeah,
better.
okay.
If it looks better with the Patriots logo on it.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do this morning since I wasn't down there this morning?
I caught a skipper stream this morning. I tell you what, I'm still laughing from what Pam from Punchy Pants says. Yeah,
Chubbs, I
she,
was looking at that stream. I was lurking.
she was talking about a stream that she had done before, and she played a prank on everybody. She
Oh,
said,
right.
yeah, I was in the shower last night and I felt a lump on my breast, but then I realized it was my knee.
What the hell?
So Charlie,
Man,
what did
I
I
like
miss
the
this
love,
morning? Did I miss anything?
No,
Good Lord.
Oh,
we had
I
a
know
good
Furlow's probably
stream.
holding back from laughing right now.
Oh,
I'm
sorry, I
trying,
missed
man.
it.
I'm
Oh,
struggling,
I had to
bro.
get ready. I didn't know
Yeah,
I was
that's funny.
overslept, sleeping.
sorry, that's funny right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
That's good. That's good.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed.
That
Mercy.
was pretty good. That's good.
Yeah, buddy.
Is Furlow still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you
We gotta get him laughing, y'all.
I don't know how you ain't heard yourself on that one.
text message? I need game.
Oh my goodness.
He's probably
Well,
biting on
I
his
better
stick.
head off here, Terry. I gotta get to bed tonight because I had to go to work.
Well, buddy, you take it easy and get you some rest. Where you work at, Mr. Fulton?
I don't know what I'm working at tomorrow. I
You
think
do different things?
Yeah, different things.
Oh,
I'm
all right.
thinking I might get a job back at the hotel
All right, that'd be good.
because I'm good at the hotel stuff.
Bob.
What's up, Bob?
That'd be good, buddy. Like I say, get you some rest,
Yeah.
though, and
I
maybe
will.
I'll see you in the
The
morning.
visual.
I'll try to make it.
All right,
I don't
bud.
want
Be
to fall.
careful.
I don't want to fall asleep again.
No, you can't do that.
No,
Take-
no way.
Take it easy, buddy.
There ain't nothing wrong.
I
with
will,
sleep.
Terry. Thanks. Have a great night.
You too, buddy.
There
All right,
ain't
folks.
wrong
All
with
right,
sleep.
bye.
Nothing.
No, it ain't. Speaking of hotels, S got by me. 29 people in the room, y'all. Awesome. What's that, Chubb?
That's that she had to leave.
Oh,
I tell you one thing. Catfish is out of the world
Yes.
for around here.
What's that?
Mike is
You're
live.
breaking up again, Beantown. So S has got to leave. Sorry about that, S. Appreciate you coming in.
Go on alert mode.
Yeah, Butcher, you was breaking up a little.
I said that the bait fish run around here is going to be great this year.
Sorry about that.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's always a real good sign, man.
Lots of bait. Lots of bait.
Y'all might have a lot of the great whites this year.
Every year. There's at least 75 every year, 75 to 100 at any given time, all over the
Yeah,
Cape.
Bob, you come show your snake too. Let's see if you can get bit again. I want to see that.
Hey, T's Fish Tank, appreciate you. Got to go. Sorry, can't stay. Appreciate you, T's. Might go up and show your snake. Is that Dusty y'all talk about? Is that
Yeah,
the
it's
one?
Dusty.
You got Furlough. You got any big snakes like pythons or anything?
We got 3 ball pythons and a sand boa.
The sand boas are cool. I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
What do they get for footage wise?
They get like just under 3 feet.
The sand boas, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they stay pretty small.
I don't, Bob. Just playing.
I know those. It's funny though, right? Because the pet stores will sell those red tail boas. People don't realize how big that snake actually gets.
Them things get huge.
Yeah, I've had one 9 feet.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
9 feet.
You don't realize that's a
Wow.
that's a 10-foot snake when it's
Yeah, I've had one 9 feet and it was 180 pounds.
yeah.
Golly.
And then they just innocently sell them at the pet store. I see them all the time. They're like, "Oh, buy this cool looking snake."
But you rarely ever see one over 6 feet.
Well, because people keep them in such small enclosures, you know.
They usually die before they get 4 feet, or they pass them on to people that really do raise them.
It's a beautiful, beautiful snake. But they just get huge.
Oh yeah.
They're gorgeous. The coloring on them is phenomenal.
Yeah, one time I didn't have aquariums. I had reptile cages, and I had a room for a Burmese python.
Oh, nice.
Another room that had 2 cages in it. That had a red-tailed boa and a reticulated python, and then I had a bunch of different reptiles all over the place. So once I get started into something, I just go crazy and make the whole house. You know.
The retics are mean, aren't they? That's a mean.
The retics, yeah, the retics can get mean.
Especially when they get big, they can get nasty when you go feed them.
I mean, if they come out the egg and they bite you, they're gonna be an a-hole in the whole life, no matter what. So
yeah. So they'll hatch and birth be aggressive right off the bat.
Yeah, you can tell when a snake's small, you can tell whether it's gonna be a butthead or not. But I mean, snakes can, you can get them to respond tamely sometimes, but some of them are just it's like tarantulas. Some of them are just born to be a-holes.
Mm-hmm.
I got a buddy who does the whole spider thing. He's got a pretty good collection. I think he's got 16 different spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
They're pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, the size of them is like a little creepy. They're like this, bigger than your damn hand. But like they all coloration and just the different. They're pretty cool. They are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got the king baboon tarantula, which is like the 4th largest tarantula. The brown sheen that comes off of that, just the coloration, the reddish brown that comes off of that spider is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a copper color.
Yeah, it's almost copperish brown. Yeah. And they're beautiful tarantulas, but that's the type of tarantula you could never hold.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something that you get to look at. It's not something you could hold. I never liked animals like that, but I love the coloration of it.
Yeah,
You know, like the royal blues and the pink toe tarantulas. You know, pretty common one, but it's pretty just in itself. But you know, some of them are real jumpy, some of them are real quick, some of them don't like to be held. But then you get to like the rose hair tarantulas or like the big Brazilian black tarantula. You know, and even though the Brazilian black tarantula, like the 8th largest spider in the world, it don't mind being held, so you can actually hold it, and you can get it tamed enough to where you could hand it off to a kid and not have to worry about it biting people.
Yeah.
And I had one, and it was huge. It had half-inch long fangs, and it would eat a full-grown mouse for a meal.
Yeah.
But I could hand it to a 5-year-old and not have to worry about the tarantula biting it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Tank Top, appreciate you, buddy.
Spiders and snakes and stuff is a whole nother world.
From what tells me though, they're relatively easy. The spiders, they're relatively easy to care for.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a spider. You know, it lives on the forest floor and bacteria, fungus infected areas. So I mean, if you keep the tank halfway decent, they're gonna live.
Yeah. He's like, he goes, I just keep the tank clean and make sure it's fed, and that's about it. You know.
Yeah.
What kind of lifespan does a spider have?
Big female tarantulas like the bird eaters and the striped knee and even the Brazilian black that I had, they could live for 25 to 30 years.
Wow.
Dude, some of those big spiders like that, they can go like almost as long as some parrots can.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know they had that kind of lifespan.
They live that long.
The males usually only live for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And whether they come in contact with a female or not, they only live for 5 years.
Yeah.
But the female will live for 30 years.
Wow.
I did not know they lived that long. That is crazy.
Oh yeah, dude, they got super long lifespans. It's insanity.
You see a tarantula with half-inch long or inch-long fangs. The fangs are the lifespan, of the tarantula. They got half-inch long fangs, and they got a span of say a coffee cup dish. The fancy coffee cup dishes that you sit your coffee cup on. Their leg span good is that big, like 6 inches.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a spider that's almost a half a pound. That's massive. Yeah. And they've been alive for 20, 30 years. And people don't realize that they do live that long.
That's a big note for me, Manifesto. They lost me at snakes.
Thing too, they've been on this. Spiders have been 300 million years too, so they've pretty much perfected how to live with live.
Oh yeah. They see a black widow spider can live up to 65 years.
A black widow can?
Oh
yes.
Believe me, I've seen my fair share of those.
I got them all in the yard out here.
Do you?
I opened my shed one day, man. There was a nest of babies in there, and they was falling all up on top and everything, man. Talk about somebody running and knocking and running to the shower, man. I went and got me some bombs and set off in there.
In the immortal words of Forrest Gump, Catfish was running.
Hey, that's fast as I moved in a while.
Yeah, thank you, Rocket. Yeah, I know a little bit about a little bit of something about a little bit of everything.
Y'all, was that pronounced Nigel Rockets, or did I mispronounce it? Rocket?
Nigel Del Rocket.
Nigel Del Rocket.
Yeah,
sorry about that. Appreciate
that's why I
you.
just called him Rocket, because I couldn't say the first part of it. Thank you.
Great having you. Great having you, Derek.
Yeah, he comes in the stream all the time. I see him.
One of my favorite pets, my bearded dragon that I had. I love that little thing. I shouldn't say little, he was huge. He was like 19 inches long. He was massive. But
wow. Yeah, that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to send Furlough a shoebox of those spiders up.
He was a beast. He was probably 16 inches.
That's a monster. For a bearded dragon, that's a monster.
He was a big one. Big.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's a whole blizzard right there.
I'd never dreamed they'd have a lifespan like that, though.
And then they're super easy. The bearded dragons, that thing was easy.
Well, I mean, if you think about a box turtle, lives for 150 years.
Yeah, I know turtles live long, but
They got
spiders.
alligator snapping turtles that they found what is it, arrowheads in an alligator snapping turtle that dated back almost 200 years. So that turtle was over 200 years when somebody tried to stab it with a spear over 200 years ago, and it's still alive.
That's crazy.
I've read that they found alligator snapping turtles with musket balls lodged in them from like the Civil War.
Oh, they've had them found with Spanish conquistador balls in them, you know, from way back there.
Yeah. I've read a couple of articles that have said that, like they found like these snapping turtles with the gills, and there's like musket balls from the Civil War from the 18 from.
Oh yeah.
I can imagine with all the travel and stuff on rivers and stuff, if they live that long and everything.
Oh yeah. You can look up at the Audubon Zoo. They had a snapping turtle. It's the measurement on the shell from front to back was almost 5.5 feet.
5.5 feet? Holy.
5.5 feet from the front of his shell to the back of his shell. Just the shell. And
I wonder.
they said that turtle was over 250 years old.
Wow.
In other words, that turtle was alive before the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
That's crazy. How did they age them?
It died like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, but that's a very, very long-lived turtle. They said the turtle was in the zoo for almost 50 years. So it was almost 200 years old when they found it.
That's crazy. How they age them, Chuck?
Just like the same way they with a tree. You got growth rings.
The rings, like
on the bone, they have a growth ring because the way reptiles shed, they leave growth rings on their bones. So you can age them to the bone.
I was
going crazy.
Like a carbon dating thing, where they can scrape.
Yeah, pretty much like that. But to age an animal, it has to die. Take vertebrae out of it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you got to have a bone to do it, though. That's the problem.
Yep.
Some of these sea turtles got to live a long time too, man. The size they get.
Like Mr. Manifesto said, that they've had koi fish that they know that have been documented being alive for over 225 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say koi get super like the Japanese or wherever they come from, like they pass them down like generation to generation.
And then they got them giant jellyfish out in the over there by Japan that they say they don't die. They grow to their max size, and then they shrink back to a polyp, and then they grow again, and they shrink back to a polyp. I mean, things can kill them, but if nothing messes with them ever, then they'll live forever.
Wow.
Oh, dude, think about this, right? Talk about just talking about fish, right? We know more about outer space than we do the deep ocean. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've known that for a long time.
More about planets that take 50, 100, 150 years, and we do our own, the deep ocean. Like that in itself is just insanity.
I mean, it's so hard to get actual good information from down there because it's such a hostile environment. Like you say, going into outer space is a less hostile environment than our deepest water. That's saying something, Yeah. I mean,
Bob, I appreciate you sharing links, buddy.
Yep. Thanks, Bob.
But if you think about it, right? Like the deepest part of the ocean, you could fit Mount Everest inside of them, and still have water on top of it.
Oh yeah. Well, look at the Mississippi shelf. It's got almost 3,000 feet of water.
Yeah.
That's over a mile.
I mean, where we fish for tuna, the drop off is it goes from like 200-300 feet down to 15.
Yep.
In those canyons, And I mean, think about that. That's 1,500 feet of water. That's no joke. That's a lot of
Oh,
water.
yeah.
Midnight
They do
lobster.
have spots in the Mississippi River that are right at about 900 to 1,000 feet deep.
In the Mississippi.
Oh yeah,
I
right here in
didn't know it was
Louisiana.
that deep.
They got a spot right there by Fort Jackson, on the Mississippi River. It's about 30 or 40 miles north south of the river, and there's a spot that's almost 1,200 feet deep,
That's
10
crazy.
feet from the bank of the levee.
Jesus.
Wow.
10 feet from the bank of the levee, it drops off 1,000 feet.
I would never dreamed it was that deep.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean, about how deep the big like kettle ponds are. Think of how deep kettle ponds can get. Those things can get hundreds of feet deep easy.
Oh yeah. Well, they got sinkholes in Louisiana that they dropped something 900 foot long and it bottomed out. That's a sinkhole.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Terry, I'm gonna hop back down to chat, man.
Buddy, I appreciate you. Get you some rest.
Yeah, you got some folks up here now. I'm gonna hop down.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
All right, buddy.
Girly
See ya,
man.
brother.
Girly man.
Maybe we can get the true story out of him when it gets better. If we can get Dory up here, maybe she'll
There you go, Bobby.
shed some light on it.
Right.
I have to say, I probably had that one coming. I might have deserved that.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
See you, buddy.
Have a good one, buddy.
Girly man.
Midnight Lobster. Down in Lost.
No, but that's that's just like when we can tell how deep when we even the striped bass around here, we can tell when we pull the striped bass off the bottom because of how cold it is when it comes up. We know exactly where it was in the water column when we caught it because of how cold it is when it comes on board.
Yeah.
Those fish that you're pulling 45 feet off the bottom, but like 45 feet is like the deepest we fish for. That's that's as deep as they're gonna realistically go. But like help pull them off the bottom because they're freezing. Like you can touch it and they feel like they just came out of an ice chest.
Thomas, buddy, great having you. Y'all give me a minute. We're 45 minutes in, get 27 people in here. I want to run my members.
All right.
Appreciate all of y'all.
Hey, Terry, you should play your members.
What's
I don't
that?
think you played your members long enough. You should play your members again.
Hey, I wish I could play them for about 20 minutes.
Man, that's a good tune you got on there.
I like that music there, man.
It is that music on the.
That's like some Bayou bluegrass right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That's some good music.
We need to put that on the loop.
Yeah, I like that. I love the guitar and stuff in it, man.
That's picking and a grinning music right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can relax to that, man. I could all night long.
I was sitting over here bobbing and weaving and jamming and jiving.
There's some that's some bluegrass and
Oh.
moonshine right there.
Yeah, Furlough even approved that one this morning.
You know?
That's some bluegrass and moonshine music right there.
Yeah.
Catfish always has good music.
How you been, 44? I ain't seen you in a while. Huh?
Me?
Yeah, everybody's been asking about you, Derek, over the last several weeks, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hadn't had the time to get on like I usually do.
I hear you.
Oh, that is
Might be a good thing.
Hey man, sometimes you need to just take a breather and relax it for a little bit, and then come back recharged.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Everybody's life take a road that they don't know where they're going. Sometimes you ain't got time for everything you like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I like YouTube gets my attention from Monday through Friday, and then Friday nights, Saturday, and Sunday they belong to the family and the girlfriend. Then I'll go back to my usual thing on Monday through Friday.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, but Eric likes Culture Club. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work a deal out with them and not get copyrighted where I can put a big thing up for Eric.
Buffalo scored, but not allowed.
Right on, John Lawson. Yeah, but if you think about that one bend in the Mississippi River where it drops off, it goes from bank where they have a levee protecting the inside land that is lower than the water. They had the rocks on the outside the levee stopping the grass from being eroded, and then it goes 10 feet off of there, it drops off to 1,200 feet.
You imagine what's down in there, man?
Oh, in the 50s and 60s, my dad told me that it was a washout. It's pretty much just like a washout, and the river flows underneath that section of land.
Does it?
And
Wow.
it goes from 10 feet. It goes from the riverbank down to 10 feet, and then it's a straight drop off, and it cuts underneath the bank. And they was worried that it was going to wash out that whole point of Fort Jackson. If you see if you look at the map, you'll see where it's a real steep, like Z turn, almost like the cross for ZZ Top.
Yeah.
It was a real steep bend in the river, and they were worried that it was going to wash out, and then it was going to flood the whole south part of Louisiana, because that's the Mississippi River levee.
Wow.
And so they was throwing big chunks of cement and cars and anything they could find in that hole to try to fill it up. And they was doing that project for almost 4 years with 5 different cranes on floating barges, and they could not see a dent in that hole.
Wow.
And they stopped the project because they said everything that they threw down there it was such a big hole that they couldn't fill it. And they couldn't explain why. So pretty much that whole point is just floating on the river.
1,200 or 1,300 feet. That's a lot of water, dude. That's a lot of water to fill up.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
And
Oh,
from
that
the,
must be, like,
at a low
giant or something.
tide, at a low river, you still have 10 feet of bank on the inside the levee that's below the water line. So if you raise that river up to high at 17 feet above normal stage, you're talking about another 17 feet on top of that land.
Yeah.
And that's a whole lot of water that would enter there, and just, it's crazy. That levee is still holding.
It's hard to even fathom thinking about it.
John Larson.
It's kind of scary.
John, if
Yeah.
the Bruins lose to the Sabres, I might rage.
Hey, Butcher, Nashville's up 4-1 after 2 on the Lightnings.
Shut up.
There must be some big fish down in that bend then.
Damn
Some
it!
giant catfish or something.
That doesn't count. You're not allowed.
I know I hooked on to some fish that a pin 308 couldn't hold.
Really?
Not even with 80-pound test. It drug it all the way out to the end, and then I was almost pulled overboard by the pole, and then the line snapped. I mean, that fish was just too big to come in with 80-pound test.
Damn.
What?
Some of my friends down in Georgia, there's some big kettle ponds down there, and they got a hold of something in one of those kettle ponds, and they said it was yanking them around, and whatever it was pulling around a bass boat pretty easily. And they said it felt like it got hung up around something submerged down there, and it snapped the line. But whatever it was pulling their 14-foot bass boat around pretty easily.
Yeah. Well, we have a deep hole way back in the bayou. The whole bayou is like 4 foot deep. And then they got a hole that drops down to like 40 feet. So in the wintertime, all the big catfish, they go down in that hole. Or we go jug lining in there. We'll go take a 2-liter bottle or a 20-ounce bottle and tie a big long line with a piece of perch on it, and gonna wait and just go throw the lines out and wait for the jug to start moving and go pick up the catfish.
Yeah.
And it's a little pocket. I mean, it's only like this, maybe half the size of a football field, and it's a little pocket. It's only one entrance to this little hole, and it's about 40 foot deep. So anything that's in there has to go in there through this inlet. That's only about, it goes from 4 foot deep and it drops down to 40, kind of normal. But we had a 2-liter bottle and a 3-liter jug tied together on one, and something grabbed this bait, pulled it down, and it never came up.
Really?
Now the whole 5 liters of air underwater, and it never came up. We stayed there for 3 hours waiting for this jug, sitting at the bayou, at the head of the bayou, and just waiting for this jug to come up, and it never came up. We was in shock. We never seen that jug again.
What? Maybe
there was no logs for it to hang up because we done pretty much cleared all of them.
Maybe a big alligator snapping turtle got a hold of it.
It was either a huge turtle or a huge catfish.
Yeah.
Or something brought it down there and got jammed in a hole or around a log that's on the bottom, because anything that was above like 15 feet, we cleared all those logs because we fished in there all the time.
Yeah,
and
pull them up and clear them, right?
Oh yeah, we grab them with snatch lines and pull them up with the boat, if we had to.
Yeah.
And because we were losing a lot of jugs around 15 feet, so we cleared everything that we could reach, and purposely snared stuff and pulled it out the water. So unless we got hung up on something on the bottom, I mean, there's no way. I mean, just to pull 5 liters down 5 feet, that takes about 20 pounds of pressure. And
Lord.
A 20-ounce bottle will hold up a 20-pound fish with no problem.
That would be my guess. Probably a big snapper, or like you said, a big alligator snapping turtle, or a big catfish.
I mean, I've caught 50-pound catfish on a 20-ounce bottle, and they couldn't hold that 20-ounce bottle down.
It's no telling what the biggest catfish is around those places.
150 to 200-pound catfish is not going to hold down 5 liters of air. Not very long.
No.
That's a lot of weight to hold down. You got to think the ballast of a fish is, that's constant pressure.
It had to have been a big alligator snapping turtle. Had to have been.
Whatever it was huge. We caught 50-pound snappers out of there.
Not enough. It has to have enough weight to sink that.
Oh yeah.
To sink those.
Has enough mass.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean,
down too.
You're talking, but there's been the record catfish in the Mississippi River. I think it's close to like 250 pounds for a channel cat, or no, it was a blue cat.
See, that's
like 250 pounds. It's over 6 feet long.
That's a fish that can do that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
guys could do
And
that.
it's very possible, especially around them grain elevators up and down the river. Man, the fish just sit still and just fill their bellies to no end.
Yeah.
Oh, free food. It's free food.
Oh yeah. Not only is the grain that they're eating food, everything that's feeding on the grain is their food.
Hey, Steph.
Some of the biggest striped bass around here was caught
Yeah.
right near the fish ladders.
Yep.
We have the fish ladders for the bait fish, and some of the striped bass I've ever seen come out of here come right out of they're right in front of the fish ladders because they just
That's
sit there.
up.
Anything flowing where they got food coming down river, oh yeah, they're gonna sit there and just fill up, just holding in the current.
And
Oh, yeah.
those sharks do come up in the Mississippi, don't they?
Oh, they go all the way up to St. Louis.
The bull shark can. They can.
The bull sharks.
They
Bull
they
sharks
get
go all the way
pretty
up to
big
St. Louis.
too. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they
they
get pretty
get
good
10,
size.
12 feet.
Yeah.
But an 8-foot bull shark is not the same as an 8-foot alligator. 8-foot bull shark will eat a 10-foot alligator.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I've heard that those bull sharks they're little bad. I've heard that they got an attitude.
well, they like to taste everything. They'll taste anything they bump into that they've never smelled or tasted before. They're going to taste it.
They're gonna
So
bite
as soon as they bump into a person, they're going to bite them.
Yeah.
That's their immediate response to everything is to bite. So of course they're vicious animals. You don't want to run across one because they will take a bite out of you no matter what.
Yeah. I've heard that they got a nasty attitude too. They don't back down from confrontation.
Oh yeah, they're not scared of anything. I mean, I've been surf fishing in water like right above my knee on little islands along the coast, and the little bull sharks, 2 foot, 3 foot bull sharks, they'll come right up to your feet. You're sitting there fishing for speckled trout on top water, and you got to slap the shark at your feet before they bite you with the pole. You just reach down and slap them, pow, and get away, you little bastard.
Yeah,
They're crazy.
people have told me that they have no fear of anything. They'll bite anything, and they have an attitude.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, they're fun to fight on a fishing pole.
Are they? I've never caught.
Oh yeah. Biggest one I caught on a fishing pole was 4 foot, and that's what you're talking about on a big Shimano reel on a heavy duty, extra heavy ugly stick, and I think it was 65 or 85 pound test spider wire, and it would spool you all the way out to the end, and then you pull it back in and you spool you again. The runs on them things is ridiculous.
Did you have a steel leader?
Oh yeah. I actually used baling wire as a leader because they would just pop your line.
Yeah,
So I had to use 4 foot of baling wire, hard, stiff stainless steel baling wire as a leader on a hook, and that's how I was able to catch them.
Yeah, see, I've heard you gotta when you when we shark fish, the gear that we use is really heavy. It's almost.
I can show you some shark gear.
It's almost overkill because you have to.
Like I say, man,
sometimes those sharks will get a hold of it and they'll tear that gear up, and that's like it's a couple $100 worth of gear that they'll tear to shreds. I mean, you might land a shark, but your gear is gonna be toast. Your leader's toast. The lure is toast. Everything. The hooks they'll bend a hook in a heartbeat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. All too well, man. All too well.
Set up.
it's crazy.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, catfish terry. That's monofilament.
It's thick, man, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can definitely catch some catfish on this one.
Yeah, you can.
you'd drag 100-pound catfish in on that in a heartbeat.
You catch a 10-foot bull shark or a 14-foot tiger shark on this.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Well, that's big.
What
Yep.
size are those hooks?
That's 4.
I was gonna say they're probably what, 4?
Yeah, 4. I think
Yeah,
that's
those things are-
I think it's 250 or 350 pound mono one right there.
They just caught a great white down in Pensacola a couple weeks ago,
Did
2 or
they?
3 weeks ago. Yeah, from
believe
surf
it.
fishing. And man, they like to never get that fish in.
Oh yeah. Well, they've been great whites, small great whites too, caught in the Gulf of Mexico, right there off the coast of Louisiana.
Yeah, this right there in Pensacola, they estimated it to be 12 foot.
Yeah, they caught
Then
one. I
they
think it was 5 foot over here.
they was tracking another one out in the Gulf out there that they had caught and released. It was 25 miles out, I think, in Pensacola. But they're showing up all in the Gulf.
They've always been
Well,
there. I mean, they follow the food.
Yeah, that doesn't
You know,
surprise me.
They follow the food. That's what they do. And they go
They're,
to warmer waters to breed, so the baby's got a better chance because there's more water, there's more food in the warmer water, but there's higher nutrition food in the colder water.
Chubbs, the
I
Gulf
was
gets
just gonna say,
certain
Chubbs,
kind of
that's why they-
whales, don't they?
Chubbs, that's why they come up. That's why the humpbacks come up here to feed in the summertime off the
Oh, yeah.
all the krill and stuff up here. The krill
Yep.
and the shrimp up here, yeah.
Yep.
But don't the Gulf have certain kinds of whales come through?
Oh yeah, they got certain whales out there. I forget which ones they are. I can't name them off the top of my head, but they get a lot of dolphins out in the Gulf.
Yeah, I see dolphins all the time down in Florida.
The great whites follow the humpbacks up here from the Gulf. They follow the humpback migration. They take the sick and the babies out as they go, as they go up. They follow the food. And then when they get up here, we have a seal population that's federally protected up here. So it's like they just transfer over. They eat the whale meat and the whale meat on the way up here, and then they just transfer over to the seals in the summertime up here.
Yeah, well, they hunt the seals, and then through their migration it's all with the breeding period of the certain animals that they go after. So they'll only go after the seals when they're breeding because they know that they have to come out at certain times and they're going to stay at certain times, and so that they follow that too. Them great whites got it figured out. They ain't been on here desert for millions of years for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
They are Mother Nature's. They have 3 purposes in life. They eat, they swim, and they make little sharks.
Yep.
And that's it. And they perfected that over 300 million years. Absolutely perfected it.
Oh yeah, no
they
doubt.
have it down to it. They have it down to a science.
Mm-hmm. No
Did
doubt.
y'all see this video here a week or 2 ago? Came out. I don't know if I can get it to a show or not. But this made the news the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They was after that penguin.
Yeah.
That penguin was doing all he could to get away from them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that boat happened to be there, and he ran and jumped in that boat right in there.
I believe it.
Look at
Oh, yeah,
that.
they're smart. They ain't dumb. They'll use anything they can at
He
their
missed
advantage.
the first time, and the second time he jumped right up in the boat.
You guys want to see? If you want to see some crazy footage, right? Just look up Cape Cod great whites. That's all you need to see. And they'll the seals close to shore, right? When because they got to venture offshore to eat. They got to venture offshore to feed. So they hug the shoreline for protection, the shallow water, because the sharks can't get into the shallow water. But they got to go out into deep water to feed and to eat. And when the seals, because the seals and the sharks and the fishermen all occupy the same area, because everybody's going for the striped bass here in the summertime. And all three of those species, basically their feeding areas converge on each other. You know what I mean? So these guys will be out striper fishing, and they'll see this seal pop up out of nowhere, right? And then you better watch out, because when that little seal pops up out of nowhere, it's usually being chased. So if there's videos like from the Cape, from where I live, where the seal's using the boat as protection, and this 16-foot great white is literally just circling this boat, waiting for this seal to come on, or waiting for the boat to take off. I've seen them get. There's videos of it out there. They get so desperate, right? You know how some of those boats have swim platforms on the back, the wood and the swim platforms on the back of them, right?
I've seen videos where the seals jump up on top of it.
The seals jump
Kenny,
on the swim platform.
I appreciate you making it in, man.
And they won't leave, Chubbs. They'll sit there. They won't leave.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just sit there. They'll jump up there and just stay there.
Hey, Dan.
Meeting. Appreciate you, Kenny.
Board meeting. Have fun.
They hunt them. They hunt them around here spectacularly too. Like the aerial displays when they're actively hunting are insane around here. They come right up. They do exactly what you see on the Discovery Channel. They'll come right up out of the water and after those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing to see some of those videos.
Where the beach where my parents are at, there's like a seal colony around the corner, like a small one, like a couple hundred of them. And like if you take binoculars and you go look, you can every like once or twice a month, you'll see 2 or 3 of them little suckers with some battle scars on them.
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't believe how fast those penguins are, man.
Oh yeah,
they can move on.
They're the sharks got the power advantage, but the thing with the seals is they try and turn on them. You know what I mean? So they'll jump in the air and turn 180 degrees, and that's when you see the shark bend around trying to get it. Like it's a battle. Like it's literally like the seals got the speed and the stamina. You know what I mean? So their best hope is to try and wear that shark out. Tire it out.
That's why a great white shark is colored the way it is, because it dives down deep. And then
it comes up on them from underneath them,
and from the top of the water, you can't see it because it's the same color as the darkness of the ocean. And then they'll come straight up like a bullet, and you can't see them, and they're going so fast that by the time something does see them, they can't react, and it's bam, boom, they got them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the times they don't even have to hit them with a bite. Some of the times they don't even have to hit them with a bite, Chubbs. They'll incapacitate them just from ramming them. You know what I mean? They just ram into them.
Knock them out. I've seen makos come out the water like that too, offshore. And you'll see makos and you'll see spinners come out the water like that too a lot.
Well, you see some of those big ones where they get in those diving cages and they get to ram in those cages and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, a mako can keep up with a tuna. I mean, they could travel at 50 miles an hour, and if they all they got to do is just graze it and just bam, as soon as it hits it, it's going to be knocked out just from the force,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy speed they get. Well, mako is pound for pound the fastest animal on the face of the earth.
Mako is.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah. I've seen. See, we usually when we shark fish, we don't usually like some of the guys that troll. We don't usually troll for them a lot, but I've seen some guys troll for those makos at like 14 knots, and the mako will come up and hit that lure that they're dragging at 14 knots, literally like it's nothing, like it's absolutely nothing for them.
Oh yeah, they'll throw it forward. They hit it so hard.
And that's 14 knots. That's 20 miles an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's close to 20 miles an hour.
For something to move underwater at 20 miles an hour, that's insane. I mean, they've been tuna fish that's been clocked at like what,
stupid.
50 or 60 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Yo,
50,
Mr. Kenny,
yeah,
Danican
50, 60.
Aquatic Show.
Oh, they are definitely something to see. They're definitely an impressive fish.
Oh yeah, they're a scary one, but they come in fast and they leave fast.
The craziest thing I've ever seen was I saw a 750-pound tuna at full swim, like full bore, full swim. I don't think I've ever seen an animal that big move that fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And think a mako shark is faster than that.
Is it as fast or faster? You know what I mean? To try and chase
Well,
that fish
mako
down.
sharks usually feed on tuna, so I mean they got to be faster than tuna.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying that animal, because that fish was huge. I've never seen an animal that big move that fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
move
you
that
think
fast.
about something that
impressive,
size
no doubt.
moving like that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely impressive for tuna to move as fast as they do.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Troll at 13 nights. Yellowfin.
Yep.
Danny, great having you, Danny.
That's what
13 knots for a tuna is like just like an evening stroll for
I was just gonna
for
say.
me and you.
That's like cruising speed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they almost can't go that slow. That's like minimum cruise control. Them things are bad.
Chubbs, the craziest part is when you hook up with a tuna that big, like 2 kicks of the tail, and it's like 90 feet of line just ripped right off.
Oh yeah. Yep. The biggest one I've caught was like I want to say like 80 pounds. It wasn't a real big one, but I mean, still a good sized tuna.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. And here's the thing:
I've
even the little.
I've seen them on like the bluefin. They get freaking massive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Kenny, how much money did you say y'all raised Sunday? Great having Danny in here. I appreciate everybody, y'all. We're still holding 25. I appreciate
What's up, Danny?
$2,009. That's awesome, man.
That's good.
That's their first meeting in over a year.
Over $2,009. Wow.
First live meeting over a year, I think he said.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
That was an auction. That's great.
That's excellent, man.
Yeah, it's real good.
Catfish, I'm gonna jump off of here, man.
Buddy, I appreciate you, Butcher.
All right. See you
All
later,
right,
Butcher.
y'all take it easy. Have a good one.
Try seeing you in the morning, man.
All right, brother.
I'll be in there. I'll be in there in the morning. I'm not
All
a
right.
girly man like Furlough. I'll be back. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Everybody have a good one.
See you, buddy. Appreciate you.
All right, I gotta go to work.
Y'all, everybody check Butcher out. He's an awesome guy. Him and the coach plays, man. I love their sports talk they do and everything.
I got to get up for work in the morning, but I should have enough time to hop on for a little while.
What kind of work you doing, Derek?
I'm working with a local electrician around here. He installs generators. So I'm just helping him out, pulling wire and setting up generators a little bit.
The part of Texas you're in, was it in the all that snow and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, they had more water damage though, I think.
Really?
Hey, the
Yeah, I
king.
think
See,
the water
Kenny.
pipe got hit hard.
Fishy
Sorry, Kenny.
my.
Digimon 64, what's up?
Yep.
Like I say, y'all, everybody just help each other out and keep everybody's numbers going, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I suppose I should try to do some kind of stream sometime. I don't know.
I love that fish right there, Chubb.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you show it.
Yeah, people always ask me,
Oh,
what
wow.
filter did you use to color up that fish like that? I said, that's not a filter.
I know, well, I love it. It's always
Nice.
just chilling every time you show it, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, usually he's on the other side. Or he'll stick his head out right there so he can look towards me. But he's always looking at me. And I put him right here just so I could get more personal with him, too. So, 'cause that's where I sit all the time. That's why I have both of these tanks right here. So,
The markings and everything's just
oh, yeah.
awesome in it.
He's one of the prettier electric blue jacks I've seen ever.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Manifesto.
What kind of snail was that on top of the log?
That's a Japanese trapdoor snail.
Trapdoor?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Is that some kind of moss on it or something?
No, that's just algae.
Algae. I mean algae.
Yeah, it's hair algae growing off the back of his head.
Yeah,
That's what he's hunting for. If he could only reach reach around and clean his own shell, he'd be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of algae growing in this tank, but it's healthy. He's cool.
He's doing good, Bob. He's doing fairly well. He's still getting around. He still has some dementia spells in the middle of the night. But the last 2 nights he's slept pretty good. So it's been going pretty well.
How old is he, Derek?
Yep.
Is
pretty much the same snail. Only
90.
this snail's not white. This snail is actually
90.
like a turquoise green. It's just the light washes it out.
92 years old.
92. I love looks of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The caramello snail. This pine cone looking one right here.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
They got some awesome colors in them.
Yeah. Trying to get them to breed. They actually give live birth to live snails.
Oh, really?
Full shell and all.
Yeah, the color's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I hate.
But they're doing good.
Fish swamp up in a couple of weekends. I don't know.
The fish, what?
I don't know. Her Catfish was asking you something. Not Catfish, Kaler. Okay. Yeah.
Come over for the fish.
Yeah, I actually got the trap store snails in there just to see if I can get them to breed.
Are talking about. I think they're going to have a fish swamp in Tennessee somewhere.
Oh, really? Where's it going to be at, Bob? Danny, how you doing?
Hey, everybody.
Hello,
Another good-looking tank.
Yeah, so this guy knocked up this one again. So she's holding babies again, so I got like spawn number 5 now.
Really?
And so many babies. So if anybody wants some OB peacock cichlids,
Got those up, huh?
Coach Blaze.
Oh, Coach
Yeah,
Blaze.
fish swap. It'd be neat, Bob.
Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to put the word out for a fish swap in Louisiana or fish auction or something. But they don't have none of that down here. You're in a fish club. They got, a couple little ones, but it's just like Facebook stuff.
Really.
Nothing the way you actually meet up,
Yeah,
It's the
Danny,
same
you
thing.
got some wicked fish in there, man.
Yeah, I actually have peacocks, haps, and mabunas from all 3 lakes in one tank.
It can happen. I've seen it before.
And a rainbow shark.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've always loved rainbow sharks and red-tailed sharks. A lot of people give them flack, but I love them.
That's pretty awesome if you got a tank big enough for them.
Yeah.
What size tank is that?
This is actually a 55, but I've been having plans to upgrade the 4-foot 55 to a 6-foot 125 or even like a 150 or 180 in the near future. Because these guys are all getting really big.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like the footprint of a 180.
I do too. The 2x2x6 is just great.
Yeah. Hard to come by though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this one right here and this one right here are the first spawn that I got from this guy right there.
That's good.
The mom is no longer with us. I tried mating her with another male and she got destroyed, so.
No,
Yeah.
good.
That happens.
Yep. But yep, here's the new mom with her mouth full. If he'd just get out of the way, but he's, the boss of the tank. He's like, if you're gonna film anybody, you're gonna film me.
Yeah, so if a 2x2x6 is 150, 180, I think would be 2x3x6.
Chattanooga.
Oh.
That's
3 foot tall.
Okay.
LFS and Ed and me are frequent having it in the parking lot. 424 Saturday 10 to 2.
Yeah, it'd be neat.
That'd be nice. I'd like to go. But, yeah.
I need to start getting out of the house and doing something, man. I'd love to make a run up to the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Victorian behind all the bubbles.
Well,
And there he
Monkey
is.
Mountain in Tennessee. You can't beat them.
I know,
He's
man.
a Estado tilapia, I believe.
Coming from Nashville, Alabama, and Georgia.
The only Africans I would probably get if I had another 75 gallon to put them in is either the 5-star generals or 5-spot jewels or buttercup eyes. I'd like to do a big tank with just buttercup eyes.
I'm hoping to find like a breeding pair of tomato haps at the ACA or something, because I'd really like to start a colony of those.
Coach, you still in here?
Coach Blaze, what's up? Mm-hmm.
That's a good looking tank.
That is a good looking tank, Danny.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
awesome. I love it.
You ever tried any plants in there?
No, just the fake ones.
You should try to get an Apondageton to go in there because I'm pretty sure they won't mess with it.
Maybe.
I've
thought about plants, but then again, I kind of, with the African cichlids at least, I kind of like the look of the, no plants. Like, I still have that fake plant in there, but I do like the rocky scapes. It seems a little bit more natural, and then, since they have such bright colors and stuff, the fish are then, like the real
Oh, yeah,
stars of the
centipede.
tank.
But yeah, but if you take just the one Pontic Eaton and put it right there where that fake plant is, just to have it real, and then not mess with it, I think that would, just be more of a wow factor.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm pretty sure that Julie DeChromis would probably munch it all up.
I don't know. I got filament barbs in the planting thing, and they've never touched on a Pontic Eaton,
Yeah.
and they're plant pickers.
Yeah, Julie DeChromis, man, it's got visible teeth. Like I'm sure the camera can even pick it up
I know about
sometimes.
Julie. Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been like tearing up my other like fake plants and stuff. Like all the silk plants that I had in here are completely destroyed.
I just think
Just
there's
this like
a
plastic one.
bitterness about a Pontic Eatons that the fish don't and won't bite them.
Yeah. See, in my other tank that I was growing out all the babies in, the lights off, or I'd show you. I have Java fern and trident fern in there, and they've pretty much picked down the trident fern all the way to just the little bitty bits near the rhizome, but the Java fern is still in there just fine. So Java fern is a potential plant for African cichlids as well. But then, I mean, if you do what Father Fish does and stuff, you can have a super established planted tank and throw some cichlids in there, and the plant should be, established enough to be fine.
Snag and drag, appreciate you.
Probably be like an 8-10 hour drive for me, but I don't have a car right now, so.
Yeah, it'd be a haul for you from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, that's an awesome tank, Danny. I really like it.
Thanks.
Big Hook, great seeing you. Appreciate you coming in. There's Chubb's filament bars.
Snags
Oh,
and
yeah.
drags.
I love Chubbs' filament barb tank.
Yeah, see, the Pontic Eaton is the longest thing and they don't pick it at it.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
Pontic is one of the only plants that I haven't actually tried growing at all. And
Yeah.
I think it's just because at least around here I can only find them in bulbs. Just the bulb. And I've never had success growing from the bulb, but I've had success in buying, already growing bulb plants and having them continue to grow.
KGE Aquatics, they sell the bulbs and they sell sprouted bulbs.
Okay.
That's right, Steph. If I remember right, you're in Oklahoma.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I
I have started ordering stuff online now, so.
This the Crips and the Pontic Eatons, they don't mess with at all.
Interesting.
But the Lowigias, man, they tear that shit up.
Yeah.
Well, they actually eat the Lowigias. They pick at the Rotala. You can see the Rotala rangifolia and Rotala atra Vietnam mixed up. And frog bit. But
I have a lot of frog bit in with my tiny baby Africans, and they seem to kind of pick at the roots a little bit. But
you can see there's no
other
root.
than that, it's the frog bit's growing totally fine with them. So
well, you can see how big this frog bit is and how pretty it is. But look at the bottom.
That shape.
No roots.
I don't know.
But
Somebody
it's still
lives
growing. It's still pretty. Just that one piece, though. That's the only thing that stays. If it puts out a runner, it gets eaten before it does anything.
Huh.
See, over here, you get the long roots.
Yeah.
The guppies and the shrimp, they don't bother it. And you get multiple plants growing off of them. And you get duckweed, because if I take duckweed over here, they're just going to eat it.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, they love
free
their
garbage
duckweed.
disposal, right?
Yeah. Everybody complains about duckweed. Well, get fish that eat duckweed.
Right.
How in the heck would a shrimp get out of your tank?
Crawl. or jump.
Will they crawl out?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I moved my tank in here, and when I moved it, I found one of my red shrimps in behind the tank, all dried out. And
Oh, it could
everything.
have jumped out too.
I didn't know they.
There's dojo.
I had a lid on it, so they probably came up the hose or something. I didn't know they'd crawl out.
Oh yeah, they'll crawl out.
Wow.
See,
Normally they crawl
I
out
used to
when
have
they're
a-
not happy though. So if
I
you
used to
got
have
a
a
good
tub
tank,
right
you shouldn't
here.
have to worry about them crawling out.
Yeah. Well, I had a tub right here, and I had a mono shrimp jump out of this tank and land into a tub.
Really?
But the tub cracked, and the tub would go because of these bullies right here try to eat the mono shrimp.
You learn something every day, man. I never know they could jump out of a tank or even crawl out of one.
Oh yeah, they can definitely can.
Especially the Amanos too. Like
Oh yeah, the monos will go places that I've always thought they crawled out of here before, and then I'll do a water change and I'll see every shrimp that just shows up.
That's crazy. I never did know that.
Yellow Neo right there with some baby plecos.
Living MN Outdoors. Appreciate you coming in.
Minnesota Outdoors.
Yep. Everything doing good in here too.
I love your plants and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I say, I just get blown away every time I get to looking at all of y'all stuff and everything. It's crazy.
Oh, I just saw that comment, Bob. Thank you again for all the subscriptions and stuff. So
Water crickets.
Yep. That crip larva growing out the top of that log. Good, boy.
Boy, it looks
shrimp
real
are basically
good.
water crickets. Crabs are basically water spiders. And apparently they all pretty much taste the same.
Multiple
I never did ball any spiders to see if they taste like crawfish. So.
Well, that's what I've heard is that when you fire roast a Goliath bird-eating spider, it apparently tastes like shrimp.
I don't know about that. I know one thing. I seen the inside of a shrimp raw, and I seen the inside of a spider raw, and they do not look the same.
Not raw, no.
Appreciate it, buddy.
But in terms of like, you are what you eat or whatever, like spiders and shrimp and crabs and bugs and all that kind of all eat the same thing. Just one's underwater and one's above water.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, just eat shrimp. There you go.
Yeah, don't eat spiders, eat shrimp.
I love the shrimp too, but
yeah.
I know.
A bunch of wild
still
types.
with us.
I kind of like the wild types. It's like like the striped Caradina shrimp, only Neocaradina. They're cool. Got a bunch of red ones and stuff too. Bunch of black rose. Bunch of buried up shrimp. Bunch of snails. Hey, Diego. Yeah, this thing's doing a lot better lately. That's the big trim.
Pounder this morning, Big Hook.
Well, oh boy, that's cool.
20-pound catfish. Nice.
I'm gonna go get my license tomorrow. I'm gonna start getting back out there. I've been waiting for the second week of the month to get my Social Security. So,
oh man,
Yep, hoping his little bullhead does good. I just got him the other day.
I'm still waiting on my stimulus check.
Are you?
Yep.
Your third one?
Sometime.
Peplin, buddy. Let's see what I can find for Peplin.
All right, Terry, that's about it.
Appreciate you.
Hee-haw!
Almost got us. Almost.
Appreciate it, Peplin.
That's okay. Catfish, I gotta get
Hey,
off.
I appreciate it, man. I love seeing all these tanks and stuff, and
How
Y'all
many
have a good
tanks do
night.
you got, Catfish Terry?
I got 5 right now. I'm thinking about going to get me a 20 long this week and
Only
put in this little
5.
spot right here.
I'm
Yeah,
You
gonna
got a
do that.
monetized YouTube channel off of 5 fish tanks? Wow.
No, I got monetized just streaming and going out and catfishing and everything.
There you
All
go.
right. Cool. All right. See y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate you, Derek.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for letting me up.
Hey, anytime, buddy. Appreciate you. If you can make it in for coffee in the morning, man, be around.
So what do you got in your tanks?
I got a 37-gallon in the living room that I got Platinum Galaxy Tiger guppies in.
Nice.
And this 20-gallon, I got a couple koi angelfish. The tank over here was still got a cherry snakeskin albino male, but the 2 females died on me, so I got koi catfish, and I'm just putting some other male guppies in with it.
Okay.
And this 5-gallon down here, I got some koi catfish in it right now. I'm gonna give me some neons and put in that one.
Nice.
So, and like I say, I'm thinking
Lots
about
of guppies, huh?
Yeah, I started out with guppies, but now I'm wanting to mix things up, and I got these angelfish. I love the angelfish.
Yeah.
Now
Those
I'm thinking
angelfish are
about,
gonna get big, man.
oh yeah, and now I'm thinking about something to do like a catfish or something on here.
Yeah. There's some really cool like micro catfish out there for sure. Like
Yeah.
I'm not good with Latin names, but there's one that looks like a little shark, and there's like the banjo catfish. Those are pretty cool, but you like never see those in your tanks. Same
Yeah,
with the like bumblebee cats.
I like the looks of a bumblebee cat too, and
Yeah.
the banjos are neat looking. Brian Peplin in here, we was talking last night. He could type the name out. I can't never remember it, but we was looking at some. He was telling me about some catfish. They had them in dwarfs and some other ones that really looked neat, and I
Yeah.
can't remember the name to save my life. That's my problem, man. I ain't good with names and pronouncing names and stuff. So
Right, me either. Like I know a lot of the common names because I work at like a pet store or whatever, but I know that one of the catfish like genus names is like Synodontis or whatever.
that's the one he was talking to me about.
Yeah, but there's like 50 different types of
different
Synodontis
ones.
out there or something like that. There's the Synodontis euruptus and the Lucipinus. Okay. Which one's? I think that's the one that looks like the little shark, the Synodontis lucipinus.
They were some good looking catfish.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the little catfish and like loaches and stuff too. They got a
Yeah.
lot of personality.
I would like to have some of those hill string loaches too. I like the looks of them.
Yeah, they finally got some Hillstream loaches at like the Petco near where I live, and when I went there, there was only one left still alive. All the others were dead, and so I
Really?
took that one home, and it lived for like 4 or 5 days, and then it ended up dying.
Really?
But eventually, I do want to build like a whole Hillstream tank. I have an idea for a 55 lowboy with basically an island in the middle with like a circular flow going around with a bunch of little pebbles and different things just filled up with Hillstream loaches and Pandagara and maybe another type of little like stream fish too, not sure. Maybe like Danios or something, not sure. Oh, the Petricola. Synodotus petricola. I think that's actually the little shark ones.
So you got them, Diego? They keep breeding for you? Yeah, that'd be neat. Now, that'd be neat on that, like what you're talking about building for the, like a little island. That'd be neat on a thing.
Yeah, so just like stack up a bunch of like rocks and sand and stuff so the flow of the water can, go completely around it and just like fill it up with, have like, some of the aquatic plants in the part that's like underwater, but then you could even like, I could do, something with like putting a pot in the middle so that, the dirt doesn't actually like leach out into the water, but even putting like some terrestrial plants in the middle so that it actually is like a little island. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Diego, are you selling any of them or are you just raising them for yourself? Yeah, that's what me and Peplum's talking about. I need me some catfish. I got the koi catfish, which I love them, but dang, I need something to go with my name like that.
Right. Just get yourself, a 3,000-gallon aquarium and get a red-tailed cat.
Yeah, I wish, man. It'd be nice. I just don't have a lot of room around here. If I could get her to get rid of a lot of this furniture and antique stuff, I'd have plenty of room.
Right. I mean, who needs a couch, right?
Yeah, really. Peplin, there's the other one he was talking about. Like I say, man, that's the problem. If I get anything like that, I'm not going to be able to tell nobody what I got. All these look like dinosaur names to me, man.
I mean, they basically are like dinosaur names almost.
They are, man.
It's just, the Latin name. So instead of, a Synodontosaurus, it's just a Synodontus.
That's going to be my problem. That's the reason I started with guppies, because I didn't have no problem naming them or anything.
Right. Everybody knows what a guppy is.
Yeah.
But then you got, all the fancy strains of the guppies, and depending on who you talk to, like there's different names for the same stuff and all that. Like, what's a dragon or a snake skin or a cobra or all that stuff.
Exactly. Mike, I appreciate you, buddy.
Cat jumped off my lap and knocked my phone down.
But yeah, I'm gonna struggle. That would be awesome, Diego, if you do want to sell any. I mean, I guess that type, would that type work? That one he's talking about, how big do they get?
Which one's the multipunctatus?
Yeah. One multiple aquarium's got.
Oh, the
Pet.
The Petricola. I don't think they
Petricola.
get that big. I think they stay like tiny little sharks. Like I think they get like maybe like 3 inches or something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
Need to see what those look like. Like I say, I want something. Oh, she's in bed, Bob. She has to. Matter of fact, I have to take her to work. But
Now I gotta get on my computer to verify these different
she
fish
gets
and
up.
stuff that we're talking about.
She has to get up 3:30 in the morning. So let me see if I can find them right quick.
They get like 4 to 5 inches, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I like the looks of them. Petricola, I might can pronounce that one.
Yeah, those are the little shark ones. And there's the spotted ones, which is, the Petricola. And then there's like another one that's not spotted. It's like a solid black and then has like the white outline across its body too.
They get like 4 or 5 inches. Wild man, great having you. What's that? Pep and 4 tops, I think.
Dantis. Multipunctatus. Lucipenus.
It would be neat to have something like that, though.
Yeah, the multipunctatus. Those are cool little spotted ones too.
It was another one, man. I was looking at them. I forget. Matter of fact, Petco carries them, and man, they was a fast catfish, and they had a name something like that, Petricola.
So the Synodontis multipunctatus, also known as the cuckoo catfish, is a small catfish from Lake Tanganyika, one of the lakes in the Great Rift Valley of Africa. And it's a brood parasite that, so basically it goes and it attacks the mouth brooding cichlids and tries to eat their babies.
Oh, really?
That's so interesting. I had no idea that they were a part of Lake Tanganyika. Huh. So now I almost want to get one and add it to my African cichlid tank.
It just blows me away, all these fish. And I've just been doing this since July, and Nathan got me involved in it, man. And it grows on you.
Oh, it really does. Because, I kept fish when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, it was pretty boring because it was just, the community tank.
I didn't realize there was so much behind keeping a tank back in.
Oh, right.
You couldn't keep nothing alive. I couldn't back in, and you couldn't keep your tank good and clear. I didn't know about water changes and stuff when I was
you were talking about the Synodontis multipunctatus. And what they actually do is they'll find egg mouth brooders, and they'll lay eggs amongst the mouth brooders as they're collecting eggs. and one or two of the catfish will get inside the mouth of the mouth brooder, and the catfish will hatch first, grow faster, and eat all the babies from the mouth brooder. And the mama mouth brooder cichlid will raise the baby catfish like it's one of their own.
What? That's awesome.
Lacquered fish room.
And
Yeah, it's crazy.
How you doing, Jen?
It's pretty fantastic. I mean,
Man,
it's
that's
ultimate survival
so
of the fittest,
cool.
you know.
I know. I really want to add one to my
that's survival of the
African
smartest.
cichlid
But yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Man, that's so cool. But yeah, like I've only been like hardcore fish keeping for, about a year and a half now into my adult life. So I'm right there with you, Terry.
Oh yeah.
It's all still like pretty new to me, but I jumped into it like super hardcore, especially with YouTube and working at a pet store and all that stuff.
Pet store would help too, but man, just getting in with the fish family, all the stuff you learn, it makes you, like I say, it makes you more interested in doing it and everything. You learn something new every day, just like I didn't know shrimps would crawl out of your tank.
Yeah.
And, but I love it, man. Like I say, I've been doing it since. Well, I've had my own tank since July, but I've been with the fish family since about February last year or so, and it's awesome.
Yeah, see, I bought this house in September 2019, and then I set up my first like fish tank in like November or so of 2019, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then like I started going all hardcore onto YouTube, watching like KG Tropicals and MD Fish Tanks, and then I started seeing all the other people like you guys and Maine's Tails Fish Furs and Fish Ferns. Yeah, Furs and Fins, and all the other people, in the fish fam. And so I'm just like, man, if all these other people can have YouTube channels and, get a whole bunch of people to watch them and stuff like that, I could get people to watch my videos and all that.
Like to do it, you just have to have the drive and the want to do it.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
I'm kind of in a bit of a, I guess what you'd call the writer's block or whatever right now, where I just can't think of any sort of content to make a video of right now. But it's just kind of where I'm stuck in the middle of right now, because I'm broke.
You don't really have to have content. That's the thing with YouTube. You can just go on there and show your tank and say, look how good my tank looks today. Look at this, look at that, blah, 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 blah. And people like that. People want to see how your stuff's doing. They want to see, what you got going on, what you're thinking.
Yeah,
I don't make enough videos as much as I should, so I mean. But,
that is totally true, because those are the type of videos that I watch. Like, MD, what are you doing today? Like, all he's doing is like water changes and just talking about crap in his video, but I still love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I show the same tanks over and over, and they still get views. I mean,
the majority of my videos was about 3 tanks. And I got over 300 subscribers with only 3 tanks.
Yeah.
But and now I have 19 tanks, and I'm only at like 413 subscribers. So I mean, it don't matter how many tanks you got.
Oh, right.
Just putting the content out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just what I love about it, man. Being monetized and everything is the bonus. But man, I love just hanging out with all the people, and like I say, you learn so much and everything.
Yeah.
Being monetized would be nice, but that's not why I'm doing YouTube at all. I mean, if it was, I'd probably do the clickbait and all that other, crazy stuff to get up to 1,000 really quick, and that's not what I do it. I do it just because I like to talk about fish. I like to talk about plants and like hearing people talk about fish and talk about plants. You know.
Yeah. My cat is eyeing my parakeet.
Peplin, one of these days, man, I want you to show them on a live stream. I only show my fish in my videos.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my cat used to this
Right,
parakeet
Peplin?
just being around.
But yeah, man, like I say, it blows me away how much I've learned in 7 months. And
Oh yeah, I remember
Oh
when you got
yeah.
your first tank, Catfish, and I probably talked you. I know I talked you. I talked you through a lot of it. You know, you
oh
asked me a bunch
yeah,
of questions.
yeah, man, and like I say, it's just amazing, man. And I had no hiccups really from day one and everything. It's completely different than back when I was young and tried doing it and everything.
Oh right. Because I
'Cause-
mean, when I set up my like first tank or whatever, when I got back into fish keeping, I killed everything, and I'm just like, what did I do wrong? And so I just like looked up a YouTube video or whatever, and it's like, oh, duh, that's what I did wrong.
Yep.
my youngest son had a fish tank in here for the last 3 or 4 years, and he's had so many fish to die on him. And it's like I say, he didn't know about all this water changes and all that stuff and everything. You go to Petco and stuff, they don't explain all that to you. They just want to see the stuff.
Well,
You see,
that's
I got out of
true.
fish tanks 10 years or 12 years ago, and I had never watched a YouTube video before that. And I got out of the tanks 10 years ago, and I was keeping planted tanks with electric blue jack Dempsey's, breeding them, and I got out of tanks. And then, like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I started watching YouTube. And then a year ago, I started my YouTube channel. And until I got into YouTube, I never owned a book about tanks. Never seen a book about tanks. It was only word of mouth and experience to get to, breeding electric blue jack Dempsey's. And after YouTube, I've learned more in the last 2 or 3 years than I knew then. So that's how much YouTube helped me.
Yeah. YouTube's crazy. I'm always like, if people are like, coming in and just asking all these questions and stuff, I definitely give them all the answers that I can. But then when the interaction's done, I always be like, listen, like, there's a lot of really good information out there on YouTube. So don't be afraid to utilize it. Because I even have my own YouTube channel, and like, it's great, man. And
No doubt.
but you're right, Terry. Like when you go to Petco and stuff like that, a lot of the time they don't give you the information, and sometimes that just has to do with the fact that not everybody that's catching you a fish actually knows anything about the fish they're catching.
They're not training them or anything. It's like anything you go to any store for. People's not being trained to do
That's
stuff.
definitely part of it. But yeah, it's like when I have people come in for fish, like I give answers based off of the mentality of the other person. So if they don't seem like they really care about fish, I'm not going to delve in deep with my answers on, what's going on with their tank or anything like that, because they just don't really seem like they care. I could talk to them for a half hour and they're only going to hear like 2 words.
Oh, I know.
So, but if there's somebody that's like really interested and they keep asking me questions, I will definitely like give them every answer that I can. And I love talking to those type of people that they're looking for the answer. They want to know what's going on. They want to make sure they're doing everything right. They're asking you every little step, like, is this food okay? Is it all right if I use this chemical in my tank or to do the water conditioner? Which water conditioner is the best? And it's like, pick one, man. It doesn't really matter which one you go for.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Bob, appreciate it.
Multiple aquariums and Peplin, man. I appreciate the super chats.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Oh man,
Yeah, Bob.
that's a
Bob, I
that's
learned
a
how to
good
make
jam.
videos watching your videos. So
I wanted to shout them out again before it goes off, and I'll forget where they came from.
right.
But no, it makes it so much funner, man. Learning all this and learning every day, man. Just looking at everybody's tanks. The bad thing about it, though, it makes you want to do more and more.
Yeah.
Right.
And at my age, if I was younger, man, I probably would go crazy with it and everything. But man,
Yeah,
just
I'm
these few
broke.
tanks I got's a lot of work on me.
Yeah.
I
So
have to
before
tell
I ever
myself
seen
like
the-
every day, you don't have to go buy another tank. You don't need this fish yet. You know, all that stuff because it's like I got bills, but I live alone, so I don't have anybody to sit there and tell me no except myself. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's fun though, like I say.
oh yeah.
Wild man, appreciate you. But it is, man. I never dreamed you could go and meet so many great people on YouTube and everything. It just
Yeah.
That's for sure.
unreal. Diego, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Peplin, you remember those words, baby steps. I'm going to create you a little video clip.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good, buddy. You done all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's great having you, man.
Hey, Danny, I was listening to you work at a pet store, right?
Yes, Pet Supplies Plus actually.
Yes. One thing. I used to work at Petco, and even with my own business, I took the approach of when customers came shopping for fish or wanted to add fish to their tanks, I took the approach to like
We're losing your sound or something, Diego. See, my son, he went in there and bought a bunch of cichlids and stuff, and they didn't explain to him what sizes they got and everything. And
Yeah. I mean, whenever somebody's looking at the cichlids, I'm always asking them, what size tank you got. And they're like, oh, can this fish go with this fish? No, because that fish is going to turn into a pit bull, and this fish is just a chihuahua. Not going to work.
he wound up with one Oscar with only one survived out all of his fish, and every time he got new fish, he would kill them all.
Yep.
But, yeah, Diego, I'm gonna get with you tomorrow on what we talked about. I don't know if you can hear me. Can't hear you.
Yeah, he said he's circling an airport or something.
Yeah.
Boy.
But that's like Chubbs, I always think. There you go.
Hey, getting the back feed from them.
I always liked I didn't know. I don't know how that cut on.
Yeah, Diego, I'm not sure if you can hear us properly or not, but We can't hear you at all, and we're getting a little bit of an echo.
It's looking good, Coach. This used to be Coach Play's room right here, so it's gone through some changes with my guitars and my tanks and stuff.
Ooh, guitars. What type of guitars you got?
Let's see if I can spin that around on my wall.
Nice. Oh, yeah. An old caster.
I got Gretsch
Hollow
and
bodies.
Epiphones and
Oh man, yeah, you got a whole wall of guitars.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
we got several of them. And I still got more. I got them hang up in here.
I'm just gonna make an assumption that you play blues style music.
I love blues. I can't play as good as I want to pick or anything, but I love just picking around and everything. But yeah, I love blues, man.
Me
Bluegrass, I love bluegrass, blues, and all of it.
I really like jazz too.
Appreciate you coming in, hanging out, Coach. That's a pretty tank right there, man.
Thanks. Get yourself a 20 long. They're great.
Well, that's what I'm wanting to put in this spot right here.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about, getting some of those catfish and doing a 20 long.
As far as the nano tanks go, because I still qualify a 20 as a nano tank, I think they got the best footprint.
Yep, that's my 20 long.
If you can't get a 20 long, get at least a 15. It's a little bit wider than a 10, but
yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I'm trying to get can't get neither one to let me go to a full page for some reason now. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's the reason. I'm looking at my regular YouTube.
Yeah, what is that? Got that new Higer light, the Planet light. Works pretty good for being a cheap light.
yep. Nice.
What's
I like
that,
cheap lights.
This Higer light. Yeah, there it is. That's one of the new ones that came out. It's a real good light for being such a cheap light.
How much do they run?
I think it was like $40 or $30 for 20. It was cheap. I don't really remember, but I know I got two of them for $50, and they put out pretty good. And it's dimmable. It gets pretty bright. And they got a 24-hour mode where it goes from daylight to midday, and then the sunset. And
Nice.
dimmable.
Yeah, I like programmable lights.
And they got every color underneath the sun you can change it to.
Looks good. Say it's a 20 long.
Yep. And you even got red strobes from different colors.
What you got in that tank?
Just a electric blue jack.
All right.
He's like, what is going on with the sun? Is it the end of the world?
Yeah, he's used to it.
I figured that tank wouldn't be big enough for a fish like that.
Oh, it's not going to be. But they grow
just
slow.
for now. Grow slow.
Jack
Yeah.
Dempsey's grow really slow.
Yeah, Jack Dempsey's grow kind of slow, but electric blue jacks grow really slow. Even though
Yeah.
he's had a big growth spurt from what I've been feeding him, but yeah, he's good in there for right now. But until I get a bigger tank for the Buck 2 Tetras, and then I can move him back to that 55.
Danny, what's that now?
That's some
In here?
Threadfin rainbows.
There's threadfin rainbows in here, and then there's a good amount of pygmy cories in here too, but they're always like hidden in the Java fern and all in the back and all
But what
that.
is that like? It's like white sand, and you got
Oh, so it's eco-complete and then just white sand that I kind of made like a little path and then the foreground up front.
I kind of
And
like
then
that look with
it's
eco
all,
on top like that.
It's all hardwood, so there's no rocks in this tank at all. Well, other than that like crystal that I have back there, and there's a half of a geode in there. But yeah, so I call this like my opposite Iwagumi tank or whatever, I guess.
I kind of like that dark look on top of the white sand like that.
Yeah, it makes the island stand out more.
Yeah.
And then I just like the look of the wood and everything too.
Oh, yeah, looks real good.
But then yeah, it's just all like slow growing plants, down at the substrate level. And then I just have a problem with the Java fern just swallowing up all the phosphates.
I love these planted tanks, man. Just
Me too. That's what really got me back into aquarium keeping as an adult, actually, was, planted tanks, not just having a boring plastic fish tank like I did when I was a kid. Because I've always loved plants. And so that's kind of what brought me back into, fish keeping was, plants and animals and just creating an entire ecosystem.
yeah. Yeah, I can sit and look at them all day like that, man. I love it every time Chubbs gets up and shows his, and Kenny does his tours and stuff, and
yeah,
all
me too.
of
It
them on
doesn't.
there.
It doesn't even matter. Like, yeah, I just love looking at all the different fish tanks.
And I got out of my stream this morning. I got my cup of coffee, got me another cup of coffee. I came in here and sat down in the chair and just sat here and had my coffee and looking at my own tanks for another 45 minutes this morning.
Yeah, I almost was late to work because I just was like zoning out looking at my tanks today.
You can actually, since I've got in this hobby, man, you can actually feel your blood pressure drop and everything. I've always had bad problems, my blood pressure and everything, and
yeah,
it has helped out a lot.
I've had problems with anxiety and PTSD and a lot of different stuff, which has led to paranoia and other various things. And so just keeping fish has just turned my home life into peace now.
Like I say, it's good medicine, man. JS.
Yes. Yeah, Diego, I'm gonna give it tomorrow if about what we talked about.
Diego having internet problems. Sorry about that,
That's
Diego.
the worst.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, especially when you're
Internet
trying to do
problems
something.
suck.
Yeah, I love having Diego up here with us.
And that's my only late night tanks that I have. My other ones their lights turn off like way earlier.
How many tanks you say you got now?
14, I believe. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 fish tanks, a 4.5 gallon indoor pond, and an outdoor pond that I think is like, it's between like 150 and 200 gallons. I'm not doing the calculus to actually figure it out.
Yeah. I might try something like that Eco you had there.
The Eco Complete, yeah.
Yeah, I like the way that looked like that.
I think Eco Complete is a great substrate, and you can use it just as is, or you can add, sand to it. You can cap it if you want, because it's basically just like a crushed lava stone that's seeded with a bunch of nutrients and all that stuff. And
it's seeded with beneficial bacteria. It's not seeded with nutrients. It has no nutrients in it at all.
Really?
But, well, not a lot. Not like any other planted material or planted substrate. I actually use it to cap sand or to cap clay or anything. You can. I'd rather use. It's better to use it for a cap and then instead of capping it, because when you put sand on top of it, it's just going to work its way down. The Eco Complete is going to work its way up because there's a weight difference on it.
Right. And Eco Complete's kind of set up to almost create those anaerobic conditions as well, where
because
the bigger particles and stuff go up and the smaller particles actually go down.
Yeah. In the bag itself, it has multiple different types of size material in it to make it that way. When you put it in your tank, it's creating its own substrate. The bigger particles are going to rise, the smaller particles are going to fall. Mm-hmm. So it's an awesome substrate.
My healthiest, most active substrate is I actually have like a fine layer of dirt on the bottom, and then I capped the dirt with a thin layer of Eco Complete, and then I capped all of that with sand. So I'm not getting like any leaching of the dirt. The Eco Complete is absorbing the excess nutrients from the dirt, and then the sand is just capping it all, and I'm getting such lush plant growth. I got crypts in there that grew so much faster and so much bigger than crypts that I have that are like 3 times older.
Yep. I'll show you my crypt tank.
Y'all, I still got 21 in the room. I want to hit my members right quick. Share them out.
Nice.
Appreciate all of them.
Joey with Hat Trick Farms is one of your members. Nice.
Yeah, Joey. Hadn't got to see Joey in a while. She used to be in all our Tuesday night streams, man. Love Joey. Used to have all kinds of women's on our panels, and We ain't had none tonight. It's not too late, Jess. I was hoping Foxy'd show up tonight. I missed Foxy.
Yeah, she posted a short earlier. She had some ram's horn, not ram's horn, mystery snails.
Her baby snails.
Yeah.
It might be the reason she's not up here. I commented on her video, Goo Goo Dada.
Yeah, but,
it was a good video.
Oh yeah, but yeah, there's 16 different variants of crypts in here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think those types of tanks are interesting. I definitely I want to set up a moss tank.
Is that Rummy Nose?
I think Angus with
10
Bottom
Rummy
Dweller
Nose
Aquatics
tetras in
was setting up a moss tank. But I
love
want to
those
set up a
Rummy
moss
Nose.
tank too.
Yeah. I got 10 Rummy Nose tetras. I got 8 emerald green rasboras, and then I got 8 threadfin rainbows. That's the only thing I got
Killer
in here,
headache,
right?
Jess. Aw.
That and crypt.
Maybe chatting it out will make it better.
Yeah, I hope you get feeling better, Jeff. I know what those headaches are like.
Yeah, no, I do.
Crypt ballistus across the back is going to be awesome once it really grows in.
What size tank is that, Chuck?
This is a 72-gallon bow front.
Oh, that's that stand you was building?
No, this is a pre-made stand.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, this is the same, almost the same footprint of a 75. It's 4 foot long, 18 inches from front to back in the middle, and it's 22 inches tall.
Yeah. So it's just cut off on the sides where
Yeah,
the
just
bow
makes a little
is.
round. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you get feeling better, Jess.
I got this set up kind of like a stream tank. I got the Title 75 on the side of the tank, so it gives it a real good cross current. The rainbows and the rasboras love it.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, we could have I Hate Stupid people come up on the panel and represent the women tonight.
Yeah.
Miss Lori.
I hate stupid people.
GRB, buddy.
What's up, GRB?
I like those fish right there, Chubbs, with that. What
Yeah,
kind of...
that's the threadfin rainbows.
Yeah, they're nice. Love that tail on them right there.
Oh, yeah. They get into
Yeah, I
some
really
awesome
like
fish,
thread fins.
They do some awesome mating to this blade. Yeah, I got 3 males and I think 5 females. Yeah, 3 to 5.
G'day, GRB.
And these rummy noses are pretty awesome.
Oh, I love the rummy nose. And like I say, man, I fell in love with those candy cane barbs I seen down here at the pet store the other day.
Yep.
Candy cane barbs.
They were sharp.
I've seen those before. Those are cool.
Check out this barb. We got a Reuben barb, a black Reuben barb in here. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a good looking fish.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
those before.
Yeah. He was a one-off in a pet store, and we got tired of seeing him in the tank by himself, so we got him and put him in my misfit tank.
Man, I love how much variety has come into the fish keeping hobby over the last like 20 years. Because, man, when I was a kid, like, there was like tiger barbs and.
Hey, is the candy cane a tetra?
I think it's a candy cane tetra.
I
and
called it a barb. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's a candy cane tetra, yeah.
I want to say there's a candy cane barb too. I don't know.
There might be. I don't know.
Like I say, he just can't roll with the catfish, y'all.
Oh yeah, we get you.
I look like having some of these weird named catfish, don't I? I can't even name a candy cane right.
Yep. We used to call a Cory catfish a koi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some koi catfish.
Oh man, there was this
Yeah.
this customer that came into the store the other day, and she kept saying pleca, and I'm just like, ah, I was like it's like I said pleco a couple times. I even said plecostomus or whatever, and she just kept saying, so can I stick the pleca in my pond? I was like, ah, I can't even hear you talk right now.
That's a beautiful fish right there, too.
Oh, yeah, he's real pretty. He would be a lot prettier if they had more of them. But they had him in a 10-gallon. I think it was a 5.5 by himself. And I got some bandit barbs in here, and that yo-yo loach, and a volty, and what else is it?
What size tank is that?
Two banjo cats. This is a little 10-gallon.
Wow. I like it.
That's a nice little escape.
Yeah.
It looked a little bit more natural without the red, but I'm not knocking it.
When I got the tank, it was given to me, and they had the red and the black rocks in it, and then I just threw a little bit of cichlid sand in there, and they're liking it.
I have a tank that still has red and black sand, gravel in it, because that's what my first tank had, was red and black gravel and a Viking ship.
Yeah. There's a banjo cat right there.
Is that the band? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool, but having them at the store kind of makes me a little bit nervous because I can't really tell if they're still alive or not. I have to reach in with my finger and poke them to make sure that they move.
Yeah. Well, as long as they're upright, they're still alive. If they start turning upside down, then they're not alive.
They just lay there, huh?
Well, it's hard because they bury themselves and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
So every morning and evening, I have to go in there and poke them all.
Now, if you walk in and you see them covered in snails, then they probably died.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a good thing about snails. They're a dead giveaway when there's a dead fish.
Yep.
They will pile up on top of it. If it's alive, they're not going to be on top of it. You see him breathing though, pretty good.
Yeah, they're wicked looking.
Yeah, growing pretty good.
How big do they get?
They don't get very big. I think it's like 4 or 5 inches still.
No, they get about, I think, 10 to 11 inches.
What, really?
Yeah, they get a lot longer than they do big.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I want to say they get that big. I could be wrong. I think they get that big. I might be mistaken. Yeah, I think they get pretty big. Yeah, I know they get bigger than what they are right there. He's about 3 inches now, 2 inches, probably about 2.5 inches now. Like I said, he doubled in size in the last 3 weeks.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, they're doing good. Oh. Hey, boy. You got anything new lately, Dan?
Anything new lately?
Yeah.
Well, I got my parakeet that's not broken anymore. Haven't really seen anything new come into the store recently either.
No.
In fact, some of our normal stuff hasn't really been coming in, so we've been like doubling up on some other things.
I got you. Yeah, I need to get this pond built up. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Be about, I figure about anywhere between 450 to 550 gallons.
Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe digging out my pond a little bit more and making it bigger, but I don't know. That's a lot of work.
Right on. Yeah, it is. I'm using scrap timber, but it's still gonna be the inside the pond's gonna be 6 foot by 4 foot, almost
Nice.
4 foot, and it's gonna be about 3 foot deep.
Right on.
Yep. That way I get the bass and the perch out that tank, put the golden tops in there to start breeding. Get some more of them going.
Yeah, my outdoor pond is like, it's like 2.5 to 3 foot deep, and then it's like, yeah, about like a 3 foot diameter circle, or
Yeah.
circle-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to make it bigger.
Mine's gonna be above ground, and it's gonna be lined with the paint tarp. You know, real
Oh,
thin
nice.
1 millimeter paint tarps.
Yeah.
We'll put on the carpet. Well, I'm gonna put a heavy duty tarp down, and then I'm gonna put 3 layers of the paint tarps, and then I'm gonna put another heavy duty vinyl tarp down that has holes in it, and that way the vinyl will help protect the little paint tarps. So it should hold up pretty good.
Okay. But I mean, with the amount of tarps you're putting on there, couldn't, I don't know. It might just be better to buy like the liner for like a in-ground pool and use that.
See, this is what I'm gonna be using. Well, it's just it's real thin. So and you only pay like $3 for this, or you go get a pine liner, and it'll cost you like $150 for a pine liner that big.
Yeah.
Being broke,
I mean, if you
$3
think
is a
it'll
whole
hold
lot
up.
better than $3 a whole lot better than 150 when you're broke.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I've used that like the heavy duty like painter's tarp before. I actually used it on my outdoor pond last year. Because I didn't redo the waterfall last year. I just kind of, it was leaking in some areas around the rocks from when I bought the house. And so I used that tarp to basically make a track for the water to go directly down in back into the pond so it wouldn't leak anywhere. And it worked fine all year. So, but yeah, this year I definitely wanted to redo the whole waterfall and actually make a nice, legit waterfall. So,
Right. Yep, I hear you. I guess Catfish knocked itself off or something, huh?
I don't know.
Hmm.
All I see is you on the big screen without your camera. So,
Well, yeah, that's why I'm going to take a walk to see if I can give us a little bit more action.
Terry said his internet crashed. He will be back. Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, cool.
Well,
guess we're taking over the
yeah,
screen till
I
then.
guess we can't he's the one in control of the cameras, so it's not like I can show you guys my outdoor pond or anything right now.
Guess it's
Wow,
all on
look
me
at all the
now.
fish in there.
Oh, yeah, this is a 55.
Nice. I've never seen this tank before.
Yeah.
Or have I?
No, I don't think you have. Well, you was there last night. I think I showed it. But
Did you like recently rescape this tank or something?
oh, I just recently set it up. I mean, I just did
Oh,
the
so
video
no, I
about.
haven't seen this tank yet. Wow,
Yeah.
there's a lot of fish in there.
Yeah. The closest I can figure is about 450 guppies.
Wow,
But then
and I see a nice
they're
betta.
constantly having babies in there, at least killifish in there. That's the half moon.
Oh yeah, she's fat from eating a little fry here and there.
Oh yeah, she's old too. She's over. I've had her for over a year and a half now.
Nice.
She's
I
doing
got
good.
one very similar to that in my sorority.
Yeah.
None of the guppies survived in there though.
She gets along with the guppies and the endlers, and I got at least killifish in here.
Well, yeah, she's surrounded by them, so it's a little different.
Yeah, she's used to
In
'em.
my tank, there was more
But I
bettas
guarantee
than.
you, one of them little ones get too close and they'd lunch.
Yeah. Man, like when one of my guppies started like actually laying or not laying up, reproducing and spawning, like I guess the betta ended up attacking her because I woke up, well, I came home from work and I saw her in the tank basically completely gutted. So it's just like, wow, there you go. Don't put guppies in your betta sorority. But yeah, a betta in a guppy tank is a little different.
Yeah. She's kind of just like population control.
Right. And that's why I had a little dwarf frog in there too.
Yeah. Oh, did you see this tank? You probably seen this tank with the jaxels in it.
Yeah, with the buck tooths.
Yeah, I got the buck tooths in there now. But surprisingly, they leave that little Placo alone.
Nice.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
But yeah, my next big project isn't really gonna be fish, most likely. Though I do just want to keep buying more fish and all that. I just love fish. But I'll be working on, getting I have an air layering on one of my blueberry bushes. So I'll be cloning my blueberry bush here soon.
Awesome.
And then getting all my garden and everything going, because I want to grow a bunch more peppers and stuff. Hopefully this year is a good year for peppers. Last year, for me at least, was not a good year for peppers. I didn't get a single one.
Come on. I had a wild cayenne pepper bush in my backyard.
I had so many fruits and my herbs did great, but I mainly got my peppers started a little late to where I didn't get any produce. I got some flowers, but I didn't get anything to produce.
Yeah. Here's a good little idea. The little rock, that's like a synthetic rock.
Yeah.
But it's hollow all the way through the inside. So what I did is I made some slits in it.
And you stuffed some plants in there.
Stuffed the plants in there.
Hell yeah,
man.
man.
Back up, y'all. I don't know. Something happened and completely everything crashed.
Well,
hey, it's all right, man. Glad you're back.
Yeah, we had it under control.
I didn't know if it'd keep running or not. I had to unplug the boxes and everything to start them back up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, once you start that broadcast, it keeps going until you come back and say end broadcast. So
wow,
you could have, taken a nap and came back the next day, and we would have still been here, holding the fort.
Hey, I better try that. I text Pepple and told him, man, I lost everything, and I didn't know what was going on. I appreciate it, Joe.
We didn't even quite realize you were gone for a second, and it's like, where's Terry? He's really quiet. And Terry,
Yeah,
you there? And
Yeah,
then
I
I
was
saw in
talking.
chat
I
that
thought
somebody
y'all,
said your
I thought
internet
y'all
crashed.
froze up on me at first. Then I found out it was me.
I was showing off the little tank, and then I put my icon back up and got off the screen, and I noticed you didn't come back up. I wasn't saying it. I'm like, I bet he dropped off.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Sorry about that.
Oh, it ain't nothing.
Fish tuber. I mean,
Well, come on here anyway. It's just the boat to BS anyway, so we just kept on BSing.
Yeah.
every now and then had problem with the internet, but
Hey,
it's been doing good last several weeks and everything.
That's what electronics is for, to F up.
Yeah.
Right. So we were kind of talking about like gardening and stuff there at the end. Do you do any sort of micro farming or gardening there, Terry?
I love. I'm getting ready to put out some tomato plants and stuff. I don't like eating them, but I like growing them. My wife.
Tomatoes are one of the easiest, best plants to grow. But yeah, I don't like to eat tomatoes either.
My wife and them, they'll eat every one I can grow out there. They love homegrown tomatoes, and I grow banana peppers and all that stuff. But the only thing I eat out of the garden is maybe some green onions or something like that. But I grow all that for them.
Yeah, see, I have blueberry bushes and thornless blackberries, and I grow strawberries and a whole bunch of different herbs and stuff. And then I'm really big on spicy peppers. And
I like it. I just can't eat any of that spicy stuff anymore. Strawberries. I used to grow strawberries. I love strawberries.
Oh, that's a really nice begonia.
Yep.
Yes, Nate.
You can actually grow those out of a fish tank.
Yep.
You have to transition it slowly. It's best to like take a trimming and try growing the trimming out of the water, and then once you get roots, then you throw that into a fish tank, and it should kind of keep going off.
That's not a mistake. That flower is actually black.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
petunia.
a petunia? Oh, begonia.
Yeah.
Nice.
Petunia.
Oh, petunia. I was right first. Nice.
Yeah, my girlfriend Dawn got a bunch of petunias. She loves her flowers.
And I'm sure you water that with all your water changes, don't
Only
you?
when she lets me, because if I do it too much, she fusses me.
Really?
Well, yeah, you really can't water indoor plants and stuff too much. But yeah, when you do water it though, definitely water it with the fish tank water. It's the best. And I water my entire garden and everything with my fish tank water.
Yep.
Yeah, I love growing stuff in the garden and stuff. When I was younger, I used to have some big gardens and grow a little bit of everything, potatoes and everything. But
and she got all kind of stuff going back here. She loves it.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we had like a whole like micro farm when it came to gardening. Our garden was like a quarter of an acre, so we grew everything.
Yeah, it's a good sized garden.
But now I have my entire yard is about a quarter acre, so my garden is a whole lot smaller. And but I still try and grow a whole lot of spicy peppers, and then I grow cucumbers too, and I make my own spicy dill pickles from everything grown out of my garden.
My wife and them, we used to grow them, and her mom would come over and they'd make these something like a 16-day pickle or something like that. Sweet pickles, candy pickles, man, those good.
Yep.
See, I don't really like my pickles sweet. I like my pickles sour.
Man, I love sweet pickles.
Well, you don't have to like pickles. I hate stupid people. More for me.
Now, my oldest son, he loves cucumbers, man. He just love fresh cucumbers.
Yeah. See, I don't really care for fresh cucumbers. I do like them pickled though. But I mean, you can like almost pickle a cucumber, and I'll kind of eat it then. Like if you put a little bit of like vinegar and dill onto the cucumber, it's pretty good that way.
I can't eat a cucumber unless it's pickled.
Oh, okay. We agree with that there.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's
real dill pickles and crunchy, not sweet pickles. And then I like to buy a jar of pickles and then throw one of my ghost peppers into that jar of pickles. And then I have spicy dill pickles. And it's just like the perfect level of spice with one ghost pepper in a jar.
Yeah. Yeah. I only eat like dill pickles or dill relish and like potato salad or chicken salad or, something like that. But as far as like pickles on a sandwich or just by itself, ain't no way.
I can't stand pickles on a hamburger or nothing.
Oh man.
You go to McDonald's and everything, they'll throw 5 or 6 pickles on that dang burger and stuff.
I wish. They only throw like 2 on mine. I'm always asking for extras.
Man, I get so mad.
When I go to Chick-fil-A, I get a spicy chicken sandwich with extra pickles.
Why don't you just tell them you want pickles with a spicy chicken sandwich?
Really?
Well, I don't know. Back in the day, if you ask for extra pickles at Chick-fil-A, they just hand you a bag of pickles and allow you to, put however many you wanted on your own sandwich. But nowadays, like, they just throw like 2 or 3 on there, and if you ask for extras, they give you like 1 extra. So I say it, so many times so they understand, like, I want a handful of pickles on my sandwich, please.
Right.
I like kosher dill pickles. I love bread and butter pickles too, man. Yeah. Especially homemade.
Now, homemade ones are a little bit different, but yeah, I don't know. I just like an old fashioned sour dill pickle, man. Like the bread and butters, the sweets, the ones where people are throwing Kool-Aid mix in their pickles to make like purple pickles or whatever. Like, no, that's not for me.
My grandmother used to make sour pickles, and here it is 40, 50 years later, and I still start drawing up when I think about them. It was about like that Andy Griffin episode where Aunt B made all those pickles.
Yeah.
But they still make me draw up when I think about them, man. She loved making those soured. Man, they were soured.
I love sour pickles.
I can't stand anything sour.
I haven't tried the DQ spicy chicken sandwich, no, but I always get the crispy chicken basket from Dairy Queen with the gravy. I love that Southwestern
sweet salty pickles. Fish tuber sounds good to me.
Sweet and salty pickles.
But I know the salt ain't good for me.
No, the only thing I like pickled is banana peppers.
Oh,
I love pickled banana peppers especially on pizzas and stuff. Just the spice, man, gets to me anymore. I can't eat it like I used to, but
banana peppers. Banana peppers don't have no spice at all.
Yeah, they ain't.
Unless you get the Hungarian wax pepper. The Hungarian wax pepper is the spicy banana pepper.
Yeah, but if you grow banana peppers like next to cayenne peppers or to like any other pepper, then they'll have a spice to them.
Yeah, they get a little spice to them.
But really not much at all.
Well, if you want to keep the banana pepper without spice, that's how you got to do it. You got to grow it away from any other pepper.
Yeah. Because, see, like, I have a really high tolerance for, heat level with capsaicin. So even when I was growing the hot banana pepper next to my ghost peppers and cayenne and Thai dragon peppers and all that other stuff that I have, like, I don't even notice the heat in them at all. They just taste like a sweet banana pepper to me.
Yeah, if
Like,
you're eating, ghost peppers, then you're not gonna taste the little bitty Scovilles that they got in the banana pepper.
right. I mean, I'm not eating the ghost peppers whole or anything like that, but I'm using ghost pepper extract and, using tiny bits of ghost pepper in stuff and all that too. So,
Do y'all like fried dill pickles?
yes.
Oh, hell.
I love a fried dill pickle and you dip it in like a Chipotle ranch. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Coach plays, man. They love them, and I got where I like them too, but not like they do, man. They can sit there and just eat a big old bowl of them, but
right, Jen? So yeah, pickle juice is a great way to get rid of muscle cramps. Pickle juice is also a great way to prevent a hangover. If you drink equal parts pickle juice to equal parts like alcohol, you will not have any hangover whatsoever.
That'd be almost impossible for me to do because, if I'm drinking a fifth of whiskey, there's no way I'm going to be drinking a fifth of pickle juice.
That's a lot of pickle
Well, so that's why you do, picklebacks. So you do a shot of Jameson and then a shot of dill pickle juice. It's really good, man.
Man, that's like I brought 2 bottles of water in here tonight and I ain't even drunk one sip.
Yeah.
But then the absolute best post-workout drink is chocolate milk.
Yeah. The absolute best thing to drink after a night of drinking is another drink.
But yeah, they'd give the high school football team stuff. They'd get them drink pickle juice and stuff for cramps and stuff.
Yeah. What's up, Mike? Fish tuber?
I've never had that problem. I hate stupid people. Never had that problem. But then again, I also eat a lot of spicy food, and I've never had the problem of the fire butt either. So.
Dill pickle vodka.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Has anybody seen Patty lately? I ain't seen Patty.
Patty's Petite Tanks? Yeah, I saw her a couple days ago at least.
Yeah, it's been a few days since I've seen her.
Yep.
Like I say, I think it's the first stream we've had since I've been doing Tuesday night, not to have no women up on the panel, but some of y'all women could still change that, y'all, right quick.
Yeah. Come on, Jen.
Keep Catfish from killing his record. I've lost my music, seems. There it goes. After the power went out. Backwards fish room. Y'all, it's been an awesome stream, though. I appreciate everybody just came and hung out with me tonight. And Chubbs, man. You and Danny getting up here hanging with me.
No problem.
What kind of bird's that?
It's a parakeet.
Yeah, we got 2 of them in there.
Budgegera, or I have no idea.
My grandson brought 2 in here when they moved in over here, man. And used to, I was streaming from the dining room. I know they drove a lot of people crazy.
I'm teaching her how to sound like R2D2.
Really?
And David Draymond from Disturbed.
Nice.
Hey, I've seen some parakeets talk and everything. I never been able to get ours to do it.
You gotta repeat to it a lot because they mimic. So like literally like every day I'm playing R2D2 sounds for her and saying hi and hello and using her name a lot. So
I had cockatiels. They would whistle the Andy Griffin show all the time.
Nice.
That was neat.
Yep, that's another one. I'm gonna teach her the Andy Griffin whistle.
They was good at it, man. And if they heard
cockatiels are great at whistling.
If they would hear the Andy Griffin show come on TV, man, they just get to whistling it like crazy.
Yeah. I used to keep parakeets and cockatiels, and my favorite bird that I've had was a African gray, Congo African gray. That was a beautiful
Nice.
bird. Smart,
This is my
cool. That
first
thing's
bird
smart.
I've ever had, actually, and I never planned on getting a bird. I always told myself I never wanted one of these small, little, annoying birds, but
Yeah, they grow
she
on you.
was broken and needed a home, and so I took her in, and I actually really like her. She's really cool.
I like the colors in those.
Yeah, she's got great colors. So she's mostly white with a little bit of blue, and then the speckling.
Yeah.
Yep. Used to have a Congo African gray that used to laugh like my mom, cough like my dad, and fart like my grandpa.
That's hilarious.
Ian.
Hey, what's up, Ian?
What's up, Ian? Yeah, you hear that bird coughing,
got
and then you go.
They got one on TikTok, man. It's a neat video. They're holding a little puppy, and the lady tells the bird to tell the puppy that it loves it, and it was telling that puppy, "I love you," and it was rubbing its back as it was telling it and everything.
Nice.
But man, some of those big birds, boy, they would drive me crazy. I went and a couple years ago and had to go to school and get my permit for my carrying permit and everything. They had one right in the room there where we had to do the schooling, man. That bird would not hush up, and it was so loud.
One of these days, I'll eventually build myself an aviary, and then I'll have a pet raven.
That's awesome.
I remember my dad, his one of his friends, we went over their house, and they had a raven. That raven would talk.
Oh yeah, they're smart
Man,
birds.
corvids are the best mimicking bird out there. Like, everybody thinks it's a parrot or a macaw, but no. Ravens and magpies have everybody beat when it comes to mimicry. And they are super smart. They recognize people's faces to where they even hold grudges. If you hit one of their best friends with a car or threw a rock at it when you're a kid, generations of ravens and crows will remember you and hold that grudge against you and poop on your car and stuff. It's amazing what these birds are like with their intelligent level and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One of my old houses they had a big pine tree across the street in the neighbor's yard. They had a red-tailed hawk nest at the top of the tree. And every year those red-tailed hawks would come back and have 3 or 4 babies, and we'd watch the mom and dad carry rabbits and snakes and all kind of things to the nest. And every year I was waiting for one of the babies to get out that nest before it started to fly off, and I was going to get it, because that's about the only time you can get them, is if they fall out the nest. And I already had a big 10 by 10 aviary set up in the backyard waiting for this thing and I was on my way home from the boat, and I was about 2 hours away from the house. And my neighbor called and said, "Hey, they got a chick on the ground in the bushes. If you want, you got to get over here. It just fell out the tree." And about 20 minutes before I got there, he called me back and said it flew off. So I was about 20 minutes away from getting a red-tailed hawk. And I already knew a couple people that had them and, had them trained to hunt rabbits and everything. And that would have been awesome. That would have been real awesome. But then after Katrina, the top of that tree fell down and they'd never come back.
Man, I even had a wild magpie when I was in Iraq tell me hello.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I gave it a French fry, and it was like, "Hello." I'm like, "What?"
Oh yeah, it's weird too because they sound so human.
Yeah,
crazy.
They sound 100% human. It's amazing the sounds that they can make without having lips. They do it like all with their throat and stuff. It's just like, how do you do this?
Yeah. Well, Terry, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. And
Well, I tell you, y'all, it's been 3 hours and 2 minutes. It's been an awesome stream, and I appreciate y'all coming up and staying on the panel with me.
yeah,
No problem.
appreciate it.
Been a lot of fun, y'all, but I do have to take her to work in the morning, so
All right.
I guess I'll better get off here. I still haven't ate supper. It's been an awesome time, y'all. Diego, Peplin, man, I appreciate the super chats. And I appreciate everybody's likes, thumbs up, y'all. And if you ain't got nothing to do in the morning, have a cup of coffee with me. I'll still be awake.
Try. All right. Y'all have a good one. Later, everybody in chat. See y'all later.
Appreciate all of you. Danny, thank you, buddy.
Oh, no problem. Have a great night.
All right, baby. We'll see y'all later. Love all y'all.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.